This program is intended for a mature audience. If you are not 18 years old, stop listening and find more age-appropriate content. If you are offended by any content herein, that is your own problem, as you have been warned. Do not try this at home.
Release the Kraken!
Because I am ready, and I will not let this opportunity slip through my fingers. Cup of coffee, man, yeah. Man! Wow, man!
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Oh, I am enjoying this.
Get on with it!
Greetings! This is Henry Strader coming to you live from Gary, there's something wrong with the board. Gary? What the hell is going on? Where's Gary Hammer?
Gary Hammer is not here.
What the hell?
Welcome to Turtle Donut Takeover.
This is not my normal voice. I am not used to this.
Yes.
Why?
Go on with the intro, Henry.
All right, I'll do it like this. Damn it. I'm actually cursing. This really takes me out of my comfort zone. I don't like it.
But really, could you please just turn that off? That is very distracting. All right, get on with it, Henry.
I love fucking with Henry now. Holy shit, that was great. Henry, get back in here and do this shit.
Yeah, all right. Get the fuck out of here, Gary. This is Turtle Donut Takeover.
All right. This episode is brought to you in part by Ideal Vapor, LLC. Check it out, LLC. Ideal Vapor, LLC. Gary really screwed my game up. I gotta turn that off.
Henry, just read the fucking paper.
Yes, sir.
Wow, I really like this.
IdealVapor, Great location in Portage, Wisconsin. Epic store. Pool table. Dartboard. Knowledgeable staff. Tons and tons of e-juice adorn their wall. They also have a Green Plus section. The boss lady with a broken foot because she busted it off in Jimmy Vape's ass is there, and she is healing. She is fine. Much like Dalton's Betty White Wellness Watch.
Ayo.
IdealVapor, Welcome to Turtle Donut Takeover. This is Monday Night COVID, episode 8.
All right, thanks, Henry. Are you done?
Yes.
All right,
I'm going back to my trailer now.
Get the fuck out of here.
Appreciate it, Henry.
Tag Gary in on your way out.
Remember, we were friends when you snapped.
Hi. You should give him. We're going to have to give him like Snickers bars dailies now, like the old Dane Cook bit. Thanks for the Snickers.
Oh my God! All right, it's been a long time coming, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Turtle Donut Takeover. And my name is Dalton James Pfeiffer, resident donut, because I don't think that I have a nickname yet.
I don't know, Sit Up King. -1.
I've been dethroned since the quarantine. Please don't bring that up. It's still a touchy matter.
And I am Richard Garcia, and I like turtles.
Welcome, and we do have Gary Hammer in the studio.
Hey guys.
All right.
Welcome to Monday Night COVID Turtle Donut Edition.
Yeah,
Turtle Donut
yeah.
Takeover edition.
Fun. It's good to be here. It's a big dream we've had since high school. I remember having little Turtle Donut sketches back then. This was our comedy network we were going to make. It was
and now you joined one.
Yeah, now we joined one.
I mean, yeah.
We almost
It's just like a gangster movie from like the 80s. We sneak in from the bottom rung of the ladder, make friends with the person higher up, and then we just kill them, and then we take over.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
I looked at it more of like
it's happened. I know the precursors, and I know what to fucking look for. It's almost never going to happen.
OOC, that's out of character for non-fucking nerds. No, I truly appreciate the opportunity that Gary's given us for getting a network to get a podcast going, because Richard and I, this has been a dream that we've had for such a long time, and we just never had the opportunity to get a podcast started. And now that we're getting more experience, Richard's even starting up his own podcast to do.
Please.
outside of the network.
Tell me
as
the
far as
name.
we know.
Tell me the name.
The Mad Banana Podcast.
God damn it! I was hoping for Toasted Banana.
Oh, Toasted Banana.
I was really hoping for that.
It's still in the oven.
It's still in the oven.
Mad Banana, son of a
Nothing's
bitch.
down. Nothing's down yet, for sure. But we'll figure it out.
Right now,
We'll
it's
make
just
it
a soggy banana.
soggy banana.
He hasn't found a place to
Banana.
upload it yet.
Squash banana.
Squash banana.
Hot banana, hot banana.
God damn it! I almost spit out my mate.
Yeah, so we were actually talking a bit before the whole show started.
we were more than just talking. We were ragging on each other.
That's true. That's true. And I wanted to call attention to this conversation that Richard and I had the other day. It has to do with the type of women that I date. And Richard, can you?
You mean the ones that you let hold you hostage?
I do have a history of Stockholm syndrome.
Well, it runs in the family.
Oh fuck! Oh my God! You're bringing my dad into this. You're bringing.
There's a lot
You're
of
bringing
people
Dalton
she's bringing
Pfeiffer
into this.
Sr. into this.
Fun fact, folks. Dalton's mom is a registered terrorist.
Yeah.
Domestic terrorist.
You know how much shit I would get if my mom was a terrorist?
Dude!
No, all right. No. For me, I'm like an anomaly. For you, they would have been like, I believe it.
No,
you're kind of like a Michael McVeigh.
The reference escapes me.
I could see you doing the Oklahoma City shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Tim
Fair
McVeigh.
enough.
Sorry, I got the name wrong.
Depends on how it goes.
I'm not a big fan of country music.
I'd
Yeah,
give it
nor am
like
I.
3 weeks of no internet. That's when Dalton starts writing.
Going into the
manifestos.
Unabomber?
Yeah, that's when. That's when he sinks in a
That's
hole.
a tall, big-footed
like,
Unabomber.
2 weeks if you take his recliner away.
I've taken a few
Hot ones to the mouth?
sociopathy tests. Or
Really?
what the fuck is it called?
Pathy? I'm not smart enough for this.
Oh yeah. I've taken a few sociopath tests.
Mm-hmm.
Sociopathy. That's a weird word.
It is.
I don't even know if it is a word, and I'm a grammarian. But
Get on with it.
thankfully, I don't have. I'm not a sociopath, but the jury's
Much.
still out. You know, with quarantine going on, been inside my head a whole lot. But Richard, let's talk about
The type of women you date.
the type of women I date. What was the question that you asked? Or it wasn't a question. You had this proclamation the other day. Do you remember it?
It was I know what you mean. It was a meme I shared a while ago. It said, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you always date the same type of person, and I shared it thinking you psychically, sending it towards you. I didn't want to tag you and call you out on it. But that's an interesting phenomenon though, because you see that happen a lot.
Yeah. I mean, down to a psychological level, you do tend to go towards the features, or you tend to fixate your mind on certain features, and you go towards that. But in my case, I tend to go for whatever goes for me. All right, I go for what is attracted to me.
Yeah.
I have a whole lot of interests, but it's just like I have good luck with big-butted white girls.
Yeah, my theory is it's like if you have success with a certain type of person, maybe you just get comfortable with that niche of it, and that you have more confidence towards that compared to
It's like because I've probably done a whole lot of like research and practice on talking to a specific type of person, almost like
you're a one trick.
Almost like you're working at like a specialized retail store. Like, the types of customers who come into the shop.
listen.
And so I'm like, I know what kind of longboard you need. You need this one.
And the problem is you keep dating all the Karens.
That's true. I need to find me. I need to.
That's a couple Karens here and there.
little deep cut. Sorry,
Couple
folks.
Karens here and there.
Well, I mean, they're all in their mid-20s, so it's pre-Karens.
Oh, Megan's.
Yeah. Oh God. I don't remember where the fuck else I wanted to go with this. I just thought that was an interesting.
I just
conversation.
derailed all of it. I'm so
Listen,
sorry.
I would say, Dalton, that's not always the worst thing, because going
it's
towards
not always
one
the best
archetype-
thing either.
Don't-
Jesus Christ, get out of your box.
Here's my argument. Don't fear the guy to steal your girl who's dated 500 girls. Fear the guy to steal your girl that's dated someone like your girl 500 times.
Oh my God, he's bringing Bruce Lee in
Bruce
that
Lee.
shit. It's not B water, my friend. It's B seminal fluid, my friend.
Like water.
That needs the silence.
Sometimes
Gary just went all wide-eyed.
I'm just like, oh my God, they're fucking ripping apart Bruce Lee. I shared the Be
beautiful
Like
man.
Water one fucking 2 days ago, Richard.
Yep.
I feel kind of personal on this one. What the fuck?
Dalton likes to give him the good old 3-inch punch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just more or less. Never mind.
Hey,
It's all. I'm a one punch kind of man.
I was
but-
gonna say.
compared to, I feel like you should bring that up
You
next
can
time we
do a
talk to a girl on Tinder. What kung fu star do you fuck the most like?
Oh,
So, you know, like,
God.
and I have tried
please,
to-
Please say Bruce Lee. Oh, good. You fuck like a dead person.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, give me that rigor mortis.
I was gonna say Lucy Liu.
Lucy Liu.
Ooh,
Chuck Norris.
too
Didn't handle
soon.
that too soon. Yeah.
He's not dead yet.
Well, he did catch the COVID. and
Yeah, he did.
eradicated the COVID.
Oh, he did.
Eradicated?
Roundhouse
Yeah,
kick,
yeah.
I believe.
Yep.
Chuck Norris eradicated the COVID after he caught it, and that's why states are reopening up.
I got so much hell for that one.
What do you mean?
I got so much hell for that one. I got flagged and everything for that Chuck Norris fucking bit I put on fucking Facebook.
Yeah,
Like someone reported you?
Yeah, a lot of people. A lot of people shared the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Like I have like the most shares of any
What was
fucking
it?
post.
I missed it.
Here, let me. I got flagged.
well, yeah, that's the one that I saw.
Yeah, well, no, that was a total joke.
well, and like I've been
And I
seeing
had to put underneath in the comments. The first comment was like, "It helps if you read the whole thing."
Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember.
And that was
now.
the thing that
Yeah.
saved my ass from the Facebook Gestapo.
Oh, I remember that now. Yeah. I think I remember. I read the first part of it, but yeah, pull it up.
Oh, there's shit. Ah, here it is. Sorry, I see. Coronavirus claims another black belt. Chuck Norris dead at 77. Carlos Ray Chuck Norris, famous actor and fighter, died yesterday afternoon at his home in Northwood Hills, Texas, at the age of 77. Chuck starred in dozens of movies and TV series which have and continue to entertain millions of people. He was also a master of martial arts, which was the cause of his initial fame in the movie industry. Fun fact, he fought Bruce Lee. Didn't win, but he came back. However, after this minor inconvenience of death, Chuck has made a full recovery and is reported to be doing quite well. 220 shares.
220 off of your Facebook page. Jesus fuck.
Man, I didn't know you had that many accounts.
Yeah, same here. I know Henry shared it. Jesus.
I mean, like I love how it's like a two-way street when it comes to posts like that. Like you're either fake news or you're verified. Like, come the fuck on, learn a fucking joke. That's why I think that it's funny how the Onion gets flagged as.
You ever see me with hair?
Yeah, that is such a lovely picture.
Sorry, Lavin just shared this on my page. Oh my god, I have hair. Oh.
My bad.
Oh man, you made Richard walk into the.
That register?
Yeah,
That
registered,
was like
and
a,
I showed where we're broadcasting from. I said, "Oh,
I've got a big head.
That was like a real life minimized representation of this video that I saw where I think it was in like Vegas or something, and someone was driving a van with like a bunch of like half naked women put on the van.
yeah, the kid."
The kid's like riding on his bike. He's just staring at it, and he runs into a fucking wall.
He beamers it.
But yeah, so that's exactly what Richard just did,
Yeah.
but on a
It's microcosmic scale.
Yeah, I'm fairly clumsy, and that's the thing.
No.
Richard has rom-com white girl balance.
I have like a really good, such consistency with my awkwardness and my clumsiness that's just accepted widely within my friend group that there's an incredibly high chance I will break a bong of some sort.
Aziz Ansari said once, Richard's got great balance.
Richard's got great balance. Oh my God, whoa! He's got great balance, the best I've ever seen. It's like a cat.
I fucking hate that guy still.
Oh my God.
Being not for what
Not
he's
how he
done,
looks, right?
not for what he's done or how he looks. I just don't like his style.
I can see it. I understand it.
I don't like his style.
well, he was kind
I
of
like him.
a
He's very.
Aziz Ansari was almost like a turning point where we got into starting to see like not like metrosexual, maybe like millennial comedians, that type of comedy style coming out.
But he blew himself up by accident. He suicide bombed himself.
How?
No,
With the Me Too movement.
The dick sucking thing?
Yeah.
That was a weird. I don't feel
That
like
was the weirdest Me Too movement thing to
I
fucking
remember
happen.
that.
That was when people were firing at the hip, though, with the Me Too. That
Oh,
was
absolutely.
Like, that wasn't like a weird Weinstein. And I don't want to debate on the Louis C.K. one. I have my own thoughts on that. I don't know. The Louis C.K., I think it's pretty fucked up. I think too many people defend him for it. But I think he had
I think too many people defend Weinstein for it.
Who defended Weinstein?
A
Who the
few
fuck?
people.
Like Hollywood people?
Yeah.
Well, of course.
But they defended him by not coming out. against him because there's
Yeah.
there's
100%.
witnesses and
Oh,
there's
yeah,
also
100%.
the Epstein Island.
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
he was like fucking number 3 best customer ever.
I'd agree. Weinstein is just so beyond what Louis C.K. did. I think
Oh,
what he did was
absolutely.
so much worse.
Okay.
But I still think what Louis did was pretty bad. But I think he took enough punishment for it. I think he got whipped pretty good.
Yeah.
A lot of canceling. I think he should come back.
Right.
But we'll,
I mean, compared to what Cosby did too. I mean,
Oh,
he
my
was
God.
just a drop in the bucket compared to what
Cosby was a
did.
fucking psychopath, dude. That's not. Could you? Oh my God.
Cosby went to fucking Mickey Blue Eyes levels of fucking.
Anyway.
Sorry, old fact,
Whoa!
folks. If you look
Turtle
into
Donna comedy.
if you look into
Topics.
fact checks, just look up Mickey Blue Eyes domestic abuse.
Oh Lord. Can we?
Sorry, I'm the.
It's all good. It's all good. It's
Sorry
just
for
taking
taking over the
turns.
Turtle Donut takeover.
It happens. Shots from the balcony is welcome.
It happens.
Taking shots. I have a Fig Newton story. I can bleach this conversation with the Fig Newton
Oh,
story.
I was gonna get
Skip.
back to the
Oh no, yeah, go for it.
the
go for it.
dating thing.
Oh yeah,
dating thing?
yeah. Good call.
I don't remember where the fuck were we on the
Dating the
thing?
same type of girl.
Dating the same type of
Remember?
girl.
So you
I date all kinds
you,
of different girls. I feel.
I've seen.
I do.
I
there was
haven't
some-
experienced Richard's
Sorry.
dating.
Yeah.
There was a while where you and I seemed to be into the same type of women, and
The women that go for us.
the women that go for us.
Yep.
Well, I mean, more specifically, the women that go after me. You could have gotten any woman you wanted. But
No, I couldn't. No.
He does bro blocking.
I did not bro block. I did not bro block. I did not bro block.
No, I just tend to friend zone myself, and Richard swoops in.
Know that feeling.
Yeah.
I have to do it on purpose.
I'm a peacock. I don't go like, oh, some girl's into you. I'm gonna sneak in.
Richard is very much a peacock when it comes to
Intercept. They come to me. They look at Dalton and then they come to me.
I get it.
Coincidentally.
That's just because I'm like Louis C.K. in that type of situation. I'm the type of attractive where you have to get to know my personality and then you find me attractive.
See, okay, the thing
But
is,
you have a great
okay,
personality.
What
I know,
I
and
feel
luckily
like you're
it's
dipping
pretty-
onto some nice guy stuff here. You don't have an entitlement to a woman because you marked her or something. If she's not into
Yeah.
you, she's not into you. So what aspects does she not like in you and me? And here's a weird duality and trick. Honestly, a lot of times with girls, if you're try hard and the other dude's just indifferent, the guy who tries hard doesn't get it, man.
Or
Yeah.
the girl tries hard and the guy is oblivious.
Yeah.
Because there are some types, pointing at Dalton, who can be flirted with and don't realize they're being flirted
Oh, my
with.
God.
I'm just socially awkward and I'm probably on
In
the spectrum.
practice,
In practice,
I'm socially awkward in practice. I've seen your game, sir.
I just
You are like pre. You are yet to blossom.
I do surprise myself sometimes. Like
Here it comes. This is what I'm pointing out.
Like I remember, like a year ago, I was dating this girl over the summer, and I brought her to a couple of comedy shows, and I dropped one of my favorite lines to drop is like, "Yeah, no, we should hang out at your place. I'd say we should get some snacks, but you're looking like a snack right now."
Oh my God, that's so fucking good. That's so good. That's good. I'm gonna steal that.
That's right up there with how I landed Mrs. Hammer.
I'm gonna
Okay.
steal
That
that.
is right up there.
All right.
I'm gonna steal that, and if girls like you stole it from Dalton, I listen to the podcast, they'd be like, "Oh my God, you listen to
I
our
stole mine from
I've
Bruce
dropped,
Willis.
I've dropped my opening Tinder lines on the show
a
before.
million times. You're so good, like texting girls. I'm on the spectrum when it comes to texting girls because I just hate texting anybody.
You're
period.
a stoner.
Yeah, dude. I
Let's
don't have time.
let's be real. You're a
I don't
stoner
have time,
or
yeah.
energy.
I think it is ironic, like how different you and I are on with this situation
Yeah.
because
It's
you
like
know,
a young
you-
version of the Odd Couple. Just looking at it right
Honestly, yeah, Richard and I were very much like an opposites attract situation. Like, you said that you don't like texting because
I
like
hate it. Like,
you can't multitask. You just can't pay attention to a text message. You easily forget this shit.
now. And
Yeah.
he,
I've had to.
He
I've
doesn't
had
know
to
how to type
fucking,
with his thumbs.
I've had to mentally beat him to the ground for forgetting to text a girl.
Yeah.
Multiple fucking times.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, like, yeah, you say that I enjoy texting. I do enjoy texting, but when it comes to like face-to-face conversations, Richard is fucking on top of that shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's probably evident on the show, and you can definitely tell from this in the studio. I will zone out at some points, and I will not remember what the fuck you say.
Oh, shit.
I'm a great active listener. Like, I'll do a whole lot of the, oh, yeah.
Yeah, you do that on the
so
shows.
good at that.
I do that.
I thought you were a great
but
listener.
You do that on the shows, dude.
Nothing is processing.
You know, I always thought you were a great listener. And then we started doing podcasts, and like 3 times I've heard you talk about how bad of a listener you are, and I'm just like, I recognize the I recognize
Yeah.
that. I'm like, I've seen it before. And now I'm just like, is he never listening? But you at least, okay, Dalton, at the end of the day, you're at least good enough at responding convincingly where I felt listened to. So
Which is why he makes a great boyfriend.
Yeah. You're like,
Just don't ask me to repeat what you just
just
said.
don't.
And we'll be fine.
so what do you
He's
think?
like Homer Simpson with the fucking monkey with the cymbals. Hey, listen.
I do need to have like, I don't know, a second pair of hands in my brain to just
No,
put
you
the
need a
hands in the
fucking
middle.
fairy from goddamn Legend of Zelda going, listen!
Listen. Hey.
Just saying.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
saying. And we were talking about Richard before the show, the types he dates, and I was like, I'm just going out on a limb here. I didn't mean any offense to you, sir, before the show. Folks, little behind the curtains, the wizard is a man. I looked at Richard and I was like, hey, no, you can come to one of our barbecues if you're a +1. You're a +1 if you're a +2. I don't know if you like thick girls, but sometimes they constitute as a +2. And he's like, you know me? I'm
Know
just
of
getting to know you.
Well, I mean,
kidding.
he does like, people who look like they can crush him.
Yeah.
I thought it was just because of the snacks, because he's a stoner.
Like
Because
I,
a chunky chick's gonna have fucking like goldfish in her purse.
I like big butts.
Richard likes
And you're an
the,
honest man. I like that.
Richard likes the type of girl who could crush him physically. I like the type of girl who can crush me mentally.
Emotionally. Gotta address the chat room.
That was a slow burn.
What's up, Geek Daddy? What's up, Mark? Grape Ape, Diesel, J-Mac. Thank you for tuning in. Holy shit.
What's up, guys?
I don't want
Howdy.
to. I feel like I might be crushing Fifis by accident.
A little bit. Holy shit.
That's kind of the story of my life, though.
But usually,
I thought it was mom's a domestic terrorist. You grew up with Stockholm syndrome.
Like I enjoy having a mom who is a domestic terrorist just for the sake of being able to drop the line. Hey, my mom was arrested for domestic terrorism in 2016.
that's a good line to
my
drop.
mom
You
used to
can
make bombs. I just find them, and I found you.
I don't even really give a shit about like telling the story. Like I definitely don't mind it, but
No, I'm sorry.
I enjoy the novelty of being able to say that because
Right.
It's a fun way. It's like, what?
like only so many
What?
guys
What?
only so many guys can say that because they didn't survive the cult that their mom dragged them into.
Luckily, you were
Hashtag
brainwashed.
Jonestown.
I was gonna say hashtag Jonestown, hashtag Leah
Waco.
Remini,
Waco.
Waco. What was Scientology? There we go.
Scientology.
Leah,
Oh, God.
Leah Remini.
No, that's Arlie Ermy
Peter.
from Full Metal Jacket.
Scientology?
You said Arlie Ermy.
No, I said Leah Remini.
I know. I'm just fucking with
Oh,
you.
okay.
Wait,
We can bask in that
Hermie-
silence.
Hermie,
for a bit.
Hermie's still around? Hermie's still kicking?
Arlie Ermy Watch. We're gonna
He
have
dead.
to find someone who's
Arlie
running
Hermie
that
Watch,
because-
Wellness Watch.
Yeah, no.
Arnie Watch, Wellness Watch.
I'm not good with words. Brain hasn't been
That was
working
one
very
point
well.
that I wanted to bring up.
No, Gunnery Sergeant Hartman's dead.
Oh, I think Arlie Ermy is dead.
Yeah, he passed last year.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
I knew that because that was the greatest fucking next to Sam Elliott. That was one of the greatest fucking.
good.
He cannot not do a fucking role like he did, and he's typecast. He was typecast.
Oh,
for the rest of
absolutely.
He
his life.
improvised a lot of his lines in Full Metal Jacket. I literally, when I was young, when I first saw that movie in middle school, I would like rewatch the beginning over and over.
Yeah,
One,
because that was the good part of the movie.
yeah, yeah. Well, as a kid, I thought the second half sucked, but as a kid, the second half made just so much more sense to me, just because I got older and I understood perspective and everything. But the first half is just impeccable. It's,
Yes, thank you, Diesel. J-Hos are in that bit too. Sorry, late chat entry.
No, I got you. But yeah, the first half of Full Metal Jacket is like you. I used to memorize. I can't do it right now, but his
You
whole
are all grabastic pieces of shit. Yeah, that
grabastic
one.
pieces of amphibian shit.
You can suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Bullshit.
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 Private Joker, you can come to my house and fuck my sister.
Yeah, Arlie
Wrong
Ermy.
guy.
Choke yourself.
Not with my hand.
Not with my hand, numbnuts.
Don't bring my hand to you.
But if there was a mountain of pussy on top of that obstacle, you climb it, Private Pile.
I guarantee there's a supercut of that.
Oh,
every
goddamn
fucking
right.
line
There
in
was
the
a
movie by him.
soundboard
Goddamn right.
of
Yes,
like,
yes.
dude, an old school internet where like people
Yes.
would use soundboards to like call into
Oh.
school and telemarketers and stuff.
Yeah.
When
Bullshit.
people had no, yeah.
I used to use the
Oh,
Arnold.
shit.
I used to use the Arnold one.
Or
Guilty.
the Dr. Phil one. Oh, that
Oh,
was a good
God,
one.
yeah.
Yep. The
You're
Arnold
just
was
stupid.
God. Yep.
Listen to me now and hear me later. I'm John Kimball. Goddammit.
But talking about dead
Sir.
actors, that does kind of bring up something that I wanted to bring up.
Eddie Haskell.
Just that's someone close to you.
Yeah, it was my generation. It
Like,
was,
you-
it was
you
your,
brought
it was
it up
the
and-
tip of the end of your generation. Though,
Yeah,
'cause they brought bringing it back to Beaver or whatever.
And like, I was actually going to bring up Fred Willard because he passed away like 2 days ago.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
I had this really morbid thought, like, man, fans of Fred Willard Wellness Watch must not be doing well right now. And like, I thought about
how do you think they feel about Kenny Rogers? Willie Nelson's next. Come on.
I'm more so just thankful that Kenny Loggins is still alive.
Loggins, yes.
Yeah.
But no one's ever going to hear it. Much like his records, unless you go to the dentist.
Yeah, they'll play the hits.
Yeah, in the dentist office.
But I had this morbid idea for a meme to post where it's like I'll post like a picture of like Kobe, Fred Willard, whoever the fuck, what's the guy's name that you brought
Eddie
up
Haskell,
from?
let's call
Eddie
it.
Haskell. Just like a compilation of all these actors, and it'd be like fans
Ton of
of
them are
these
dying.
actors. What's that?
Ton of them are dying this year.
Yeah, COVID. I'm surprised Tom Hanks pulled through though. That's good.
They put him on an island.
Well, yeah, that island was kind of.
He survives every fucking adverse situation. I mean, you've seen his catalog. He knows how to survive.
Honestly, yeah, like his script wasn't an actual script. It was just a survival guide. Like, hey, we're going to put a bunch of hidden cameras on this island. It's just going to be you.
And
No
Somali
director.
pirates.
You just got to...
Wait, wrong movie.
Yeah, wrong movie. Well, no, that's the prequel.
Yeah. Look at me. I
Look
can't.
at me. I am the captain now.
We've already been flagged for one of the false news spreaders on fucking YouTube, so we got to be careful.
I'm just... What could we have said?
Oh, everything.
I mean, yeah.
Everything in a satirical manner, and then I had to challenge YouTube this week. I sent the email
you
back.
slid in their DMs?
I slid in their DMs. I was like, "Hey, if you listen to the beginning of this shit, it's a disclaimer at the beginning. We're handling shit in a satirical manner."
And they were like, okay.
And then they got back to me.
Well,
Good,
good
good.
on them for that, for responding quickly.
Oh, yeah,
at least, you
yeah.
know. Good on them. Especially,
Well, they got 800 million people working from home.
Yeah, well, like YouTube and shit had a while where they were flat, like at the adpocalypse. Remember that?
Oh,
I think it was in
God.
2016. They'd have like ISIS videos with people chopping people's heads off.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
They'd have a Coke ad next to it.
Yep.
So all licensing just panicked, and they just pulled. And then YouTube panicked because all the advertising. So YouTube started knocking down, especially like smaller channels too. And then you had Jake Paul like doing suicide videos that didn't get taken down.
Right.
That was
They had
just
so much
it was just
revenue.
fucked up how he handled that whole situation.
Dude, that was
Are we talking Jake Paul now?
yeah.
Jake
fuck
Paul,
that guy.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
It was Logan
whatever
Paul
the
who did
Paul
that.
Was yeah.
Yeah, no, there was the Japanese suicide forest where people would just go there to just quietly kill themselves. Like it was. God, this is such a difficult subject to talk about now.
Yeah.
It was a sacred
forest,
place.
Yeah, it was a forest in Japan that had like a spiritual tie to it. And in Japan, especially, all right, I'm about to go on like my fucking pretentious hat right now, but I've read a lot of like into samurai. I'm a big samurai nerd, like ever since high school, like Musashi, Book of Five Rings, Art of War, just Book of Family. I love samurai shit. I love Eastern philosophy stuff, not anime. All right. Quit calling me a fucking weeaboo, all right? I don't
That's
give a
just
shit
me
about-
calling you a
I like
weeaboo.
Dragon Ball Z. No, it's so many people. They're like, oh, you like your weeaboo. But Suicide's thought a lot differently there. Like, the whole concept is completely
Yeah.
different. It's
Well, that and they respect the dead. They don't make fun of it.
Yeah.
It is the dead in the Asian culture is a sacred thing, much like the.
Well, and it's like, what the fuck inspires you to think that it's quality content to go into this forest where someone went to quietly,
American shock jockery.
That's true.
Do something shocking to get their attention. It elicits more traffic, but you also
Clickbait, that kind of
so to
same
speak. Yeah,
process.
he was going off of that. Here's the problem with that: he didn't exactly know his audience. If you go to another country and because like say we went to India and started eating steak,
Yeah.
they would cut our fucking heads off.
It's disrespectful to the
cows
culture.
are sacred.
Yeah,
in their
you
culture.
gotta. If you saw the clips before that, though, they're like just as egregious. They're like getting fish
Right.
from the market and throwing it on like taxis as they're driving by, and they're just doing like super racist shit.
Yep.
To like, they're like bowing and shit like sarcastically. It was just such a disrespectful video. And they even like told a kid to walk towards the forest at the end. Some super fucked up thing. So I kind of get his defense was he was so shocked. That's kind of like his like almost hysterical in the true definition of like insane kind of humor. You know what I mean? Like where
Right.
he's so like tweaky, like he can't respond properly, so he uses humor as a coping mechanism. But like everything leading up to it, and like he's faked suicide before, dude.
Yeah.
That guy's just so.
And
So
also, it was also in the height of the Suicide Prevention Watch movement.
It? Oh yeah,
That's when he started it right there, right on the cusp of the Suicide Watch movement. I mean, it is, guys. Yeah, seriously. On a serious note, if you are feeling like it would be better off without you, fucking talk to somebody, please. Veterans, I know it's hard out there. There are people who care. Fucking hit me up on Facebook even. I don't care. I've been there. I have been there as a veteran. I have been there. If you have any kind of issue, there is somebody for outreaching. Just hit up your family, hit up your friends. Try not to hit us up so much because we're savages.
Well, yeah, and then as established earlier in the episode, I'm a good active listener, but
You're not a good passive listener.
no, we have to communicate over text.
Unless you give them a PBR bomber.
Oh god, that one made me pretty attentive for that episode.
Or an Axio for this case. So I'm more impressed that he switched over to beer already.
I was multitasking.
I noticed.
Yeah, I was shotgunning.
That's probably
Double
a good
fisting.
idea for me. Care if I snag a PBR?
Go ahead. Drink some water. Hydrate.
Yeah.
Another-
Hey, this is a reminder midway through the show. Drink your fucking water, you eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hydrate yourselves. What is
Yeah.
wrong with you?
I do it in the form of tea and booze.
Booze.
A little bit of yerba mate to start the show off.
Yeah, your liver separates the H2O from the alcohol. It's absolutely fine. You'll get the nutrients.
And your kidneys will get rid of it quicker than shit. I know mine do.
Yeah, he's already taken his first bathroom break, and we're what, like 20 minutes in?
30.
30? Yeah. Many more to come, guys. Welcome to Turtle Donut Takeover.
Turtle Donut Takeover. Hitting all the hot topics.
Yes.
Yeah, we slipped a few.
Without hitting Hot Topic.
From domestic terrorist holdups in Oregon to controversial issues in Japan. Hitting the globe. Turtle Donut.
PP
well,
platters.
and I do want to bring up, we had a holiday come up just a couple of days ago.
Which one?
Richard Appreciation
Oh,
Day.
shit. Richard Appreciation.
Richard
Is that
Appreciation
what all
Day.
those posters on Facebook were for?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was the fourth annual celebration of the time that Richard took the ugliest selfie he has ever taken in his life.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know.
I sent
Ooh.
it to my girlfriend at the time, and then she sent it. She posted it on Facebook, and then
I
it never
snagged
shook
it.
me, man. It never
Do-
never
can
shook
you
me.
can you share that on the secret group page?
If you can
just-
show me how to get into the secret group
You're
page.
already part of it.
I'm probably already part of it, but there's just so many goddamn secret pages.
Just put shots from the balcony, secret group. You
Do I have
know
to just
someone
say
that
like
can get in
Mecca like a hi, Mecca hiney ho into my phone and it opens it up?
there. That would be great.
so.
Actually,
No,
that would be
'cause I-
fucking awesome.
I
like
just
a
did
hi,
it and
Mecca
it didn't
ho.
work.
Ah, nice.
But yeah, I was talking over you. How the fuck do I do this?
I have no idea anymore.
We'll do it later.
I mean, we had to show
figure it out.
Mark how to do Discord.
I love how. No, I hate how. I hate how. This is what I hate about your generation. All
here it
of you
comes.
fucks look at me
Boom.
like I'm some techie motherfucker.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah.
No, it's
And I'm the producer of this fucking shit.
Oh my god.
no. You're okay. You at least dabble in our practices.
Okay. I've also taught you a couple things in
No,
my
you
practice.
absolutely have. You absolutely have. You've been a good friend to me.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't exactly say that. I've made some mistakes.
I stayed silent just for the sake of sitting in silence there.
I will disagree. I'm not a good friend.
But yeah, no. So
I'm
if
the one who encourages your liver failure.
everybody encourages my liver failure.
That was Richard last week.
comedy is fucking.
I don't know. You supported it.
Yeah,
You
big
like-
time. How
You've done that
was
before.
the next day?
It wasn't as bad as the day that you fucked me up with those stouts. You called them what? High octane PBRs or something like that. There
Oh,
was a
the
stout
dark, the dark PBRs.
Fucked that ruined me.
What?
For the next day, something about there was a mixture of that and something else. To explain last week, and this doesn't make me sound any less of an alcoholic, so this isn't going to
Well,
help.
and you
at
took
all.
like 3 shots of the PBR whiskey that we have here.
Yeah, but okay, so before I even went there, my neighbor was like, hey, what was it? He's like, hey, I'll trade you a rum and Coke for a fork. And that's just, it's the quarantine. We have a barter
That's not a
economy.
drug. That's not a drug
kind of
thing.
Mad
That's
Max shit is that?
Exactly. I live above a bar, so that really explains. It looks exactly what it looks like. He's like, I'll get you a rum and Coke, bro, for a fork. I'm like, dude, you can just have a fork. He's like, I'm still getting you the rum and Coke. So it was time for the podcast, and I'm like, oh no, I can't leave this perfectly fine rum and Coke here. So I chugged it.
I'm gonna get you some Yeti fucking cooler goddamn cups, dude,
Yeah.
just to put in your fridge.
Just to put in my fridge. Yeah. And
I don't
then,
want it right now, but maybe later.
So I came already charged. So yeah. I'm not saying it helped my case. I'm self-aware. I'm self-aware of my current position.
I think there's something in the rules about pre-gaming. I don't
Is there?
remember.
Was there?
Is there?
I don't remember.
I gotta
I don't
check
think
it
so.
out.
I don't think so.
Is there?
I did
I'll
listen
settle-
to that episode.
I'll settle down. I'm sorry. I don't mean
No, I've got to fucking figure that one out because it's like lavening.
Lavening.
It's we called it lavening. You pre-game on the way to something.
Yeah.
This lavening is when you go to like a fucking out of town event and you crush like in a 30-minute time span. You crush a fucking 6-pack in the drive there.
Yep. Or like a just before a concert, you pass around anything, you get chug money because you're like, oh, alcohol's $8 a beer at a concert, justifiably so.
Oh, dude, fucking that's when you just cheat. You get those fucking belly bags.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
for me, an
sneak 'em in.
an extra extension to myself.
Banana flask.
Yes,
You ever have a Camelback with alcohol in it?
guilty.
I do that at festivals.
I did that. I did that on my 5-mile march.
That sounds good until you actually want water and you're in the middle of a crowd and everyone's sweating and all you have is fucking vodka. But it's also cool when people want to drink water and you're like, fuck it. You just give it
And
to
like,
them.
I think I have seen like gifs of someone just going around at like a rave or at a festival, literally like projecting signs or like they have a T-shirt that says, "Hey, drink your water," and they just have like a fucking rucksack full of bottles of water, and people are just chugging. He's like serving it to people like a goddamn bukkake of water.
Yep.
Yep. Festivals are very nice. Very dirty places, but very nice. You guys ever go to festivals at all? You ever
yeah.
a festival guy?
Yeah.
I've never
What
been to
kinds
a
of-
festival.
I've
We
not
should
been
do
to
it.
I've not been to a Burning Man.
Dude, we
yet,
would have
but-
gone to a festival up in Grand Rapids if the lockdown shit didn't happen.
Oh yeah, that's
Remember
well,
that?
like-
I was so stoked for that.
oh yeah, that was supposed to happen next month.
Yeah.
The things I've gone to aren't exactly festivals. They're biker rallies.
Okay.
It's a lot of similar shit.
A plot of land with a lot of events and lots of drugs.
Yes.
You just roam free.
Yes,
You
but
roam-
with bikers.
Yeah, but we're bikers. I'm sure it's just as good.
The hot dog. I think the hot dog chasing event was fun. They hung a hot dog on a string, and the scooter trash was supposed to catch the hot dog in their mouth.
Okay.
It was like a pinata with a hot dog in the mouth thing.
Okay.
It was nice.
fun.
Nice.
Culture. Good.
Very
Did you
cultured.
participate?
Yeah,
Did
some
you
Very
cultures
participate?
would,
cultured.
you
I
know-
mean, in some cultures, that would be like that's wife material. She
That's
caught
wife
it.
material.
I was gonna say they just roast a pig with an apple in its mouth, but yeah.
No, that was Livingston. How we put him to sleep.
Oh, okay. Kind of like how I was fed like a baby goat when I got shit faced once.
Oh yeah, there was that. There was
Yeah.
that. No, the first rally I went to, I'm gonna save that for when Mark's back in studio because he loves sharing that story. But that was great. There's been a couple family friendly ones versus not so family friendly ones.
Yeah,
like, a local MC hosted it and such.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel you. The one I went to was Electric Forest in Michigan.
Ooh.
Just all kinds of. That was incredible. That
There
was
we
just
go.
like a 4 or 5 day journey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was good tripping. All kinds. I think that was 2015. That's like just before my life took a huge dip. It was. You ever have like a super big high and you're like nothing can go wrong, and then
You get out of the military. Yes, I had that.
Yeah. I'm great. It's probably just the drugs, dude. I have an issue sometimes. I'll be on like acid or shrooms, and then like I won't know. Like my thought process will be like I'm sober, and then the world will react like I'm on drugs, justifiably so. Like I remember being in Electric Forest, and I asked people, I'm like, "Where's the water fountain? Where's the water fountain?" Everyone would just be like, "Over there. Go over there. There. Just keep walking there. Just keep going, and there'll be water." And I got like frustrated a little bit, and I'm like, "Why are people talking?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm fucked up. I'm on drugs. That's why."
I'm posting the picture.
Okay.
There you go.
I was zoning out pretty hard. Could you repeat everything that you just said?
he was
That's good podcasting.
Beginning of the podcast. Hey.
Let me see here. I also have on here who's nerdier. We didn't really get to.
No, we kind of trumped your show last week. Sorry.
No, that's absolutely fine. So Richard,
Dalton.
Who's nerdier?
Who's nerdier?
You or me?
I see. That's the thing. See, this is a topic we really got to dive into because there's different aspects of nerdiness where I would just claim that I feel like I'm dominantly nerdy. Like in terms of like that samurai shit. Like I really believe in like that samurai shit. I think that's like a level of nerdiness.
Are you talking the seppuku or?
So not that far. We'll see. Depends
I'm
on the
impressed that you know what it is.
Depends
he's contemplated it.
Depends on how the show goes. We'll see how good or bad I do.
I do remember I think it was on this podcast that I made that joke. It was one of the open mics where we had to follow like a funeral service.
Yes,
Jose Montero showed up and someone said someone who lives at this building died, and he was like, "What? Richard died?"
Oh yeah, yep.
And I remember he was telling that story, and he came to me for like confirmation, like, "Is Richard okay?" And I was like, "Oh, he thinks that Richard died, and this is a funeral service for him." I mean, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, you roped him into it. That was the.
What'd you do? What'd you say?
Oh, I just said like, well, I wouldn't put it past him.
Oh,
because I know the inner workings of your mind, and then I guess that I'm running the Richard Garcia Wellness Watch as well.
I guess you get it. I guess you would have the open mic.
That's what these shows were.
Oh, do I? Well, and then I guess I am your next of kin, so I would inherit all of your shit. That's what. That's why, like, I'm excited that you're making so much artwork now because, like, I can't wait for you to die so that I can sell your drawings
and then pay off all his debt that he's
and pay off all the debt that comes onto me.
If anything happens in the Stu, maybe you'll inherit it. For those of you who don't know, Stu is my tomato plant, and he's got a Facebook page. Follow him and Stu the tomato plant on Facebook.
Okay, so we know who's the biggest dork.
Here's where I feel like absolute fuck because I sat there and I looked at it going, I see what you did there. Stewed tomatoes. I get it.
Oh, I didn't do that on purpose, but there we go.
Okay.
All right. I just proved who's nerdiest.
Yeah, no, if that was me, I would have just owned that. Like Tommy Wiseau, where people were like, oh, you're actually kind of a master. It's supposed to look bad. I would have just owned that shit and been like, it's supposed to be stew.
Of course it's
Stewed
my
tomato.
joke. Yeah. I guess I got to catch up. Oh, boom.
Oh, there we go.
Here, Turtle Donut quality.
Turtle Donut
Jokes.
quality.
Turtle Donut quality comedy.
Debatable.
Good words. Debatable.
No, there's quality. I'm not saying it's good or bad.
Okay, all right.
I think
That's for the people to decide.
I want Henry to come back.
No.
in terms of a chess match.
Oh, Dalton.
In terms of a chess match, I am nerdier in terms of I know when to be nerdy and when not to be nerdy.
Oh, I was going to say, you were in chess club in high school.
I just played against the chess club people and fucking whooped them. That's right. Drake.
Wow.
What was it? Drake Fuller.
I feel bad now.
Drake Fuller. Fulton. Yeah. Drake Fulton coming after you. Every advisory.
I was just going to fist bump him because Dalton's like, yeah, he was in fucking chess club. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Oh, man. And then he's like, no, I wasn't. I'm like,
I was like the rogue Ronin.
Gary just found and lost a friend right now.
I just kicked down the door of that dojo. Challenge him all the time during lunch.
No.
Never joined chess club.
Oh, man. They just painted the sliding door. Why did you have to kick down the dojo wall?
The dojo wall. It's rough. I know.
All that rice paper gone to waste.
All the rice paper.
They'll put it in a stew later.
But like, I don't know. I'm shamelessly nerdy too. I don't because sometimes I can't
you are
hide
wearing a fucking Bob Ross shirt.
Yeah, the Bob Ross. Good vibes only. Good vibes only.
I'm actually surprised that Rose didn't make a comment on that shirt earlier.
I would say here's how I'm going to argue it. I would say you have to get to know me to know how nerdy I am, but you, it's just like I know I would be safe talking about Skyrim. Like I know I would be like an okay call. What's up?
I do the Skyrim.
Oh, you do the Skyrim.
Okay, so like I have a hard time going up to a girl at a bar, but if I hear someone across the room say something about Skyrim, I will insert myself into that conversation.
So basically walk into a bar and say Fusto Ra.
Fus Roda.
Roda, sorry. It's been a minute since I played.
Oh, man, you got to get on that shit. We have plenty of time now.
I've been getting into Dauntless, and now since my quarantine kids are getting into video games. Lego DC Villains.
That's a good game, though.
Ooh, yeah. I actually have that on my Switch. That game's fucking awesome.
Dad, I like
and
this
like
one.
at the beginning, literally the intro screen plays the Joker and the Thief.
Yep.
When I first booted up that game, I let the whole song play before I even pushed start.
Yep.
So Dalton, to the nerdy thing though, it's not bad that you portray you are a nerd and you portray yourself. And I don't think I turn on my own nerdy moral and ethics. Like I would never sell myself out. I would never pretend to hate a nerdy thing.
I call bullshit.
I would lie by no. I would lie by omission. I would just like omit certain nerdy things about me. But if you had, but there are certain cases like where I'm talking to girls and like just trying to like swoon them, and then like a little bit of nerdiness comes out, and like I feel like a lizard person where like my eyes turn to lizard eyes for a second, like just little sparks of nerdiness come out, and I'm like, oh no, that's my true form is showing. My strategy, I'm like, get to know the not nerdy part of me first before I shamelessly push my nerdy part on you. Like,
well, and then like I remember one of our old friends, our old dungeon master, he essentially did that with his. They got married, didn't they? They were
name, or do you not want to say
Doug?
name? Yeah, Doug. No, they didn't get married.
They didn't get married.
Nobody.
Didn't he hide it from her for a very long time that he was like a super nerd who was into like Dungeons and Dragons and all that shit?
This guy was like literally like high octane nerd. He wasn't just like Dungeons and Dragons. He'd like buy models and he would like do custom like video games on Steam, like custom like RPG of the game, and he had his own like hand printed book. He paid like $20 per book to print them out. It was so much fun. It was like one of the best campaigns I've ever.
Oh fuck yeah!
It was
I really missed that campaign.
It was like the best sandbox campaign because his game was so well set up that he would literally just push it and it would just float down the river. Like he had such a good sandbox that like he didn't have to be a great MD because like DM.
Yeah,
because he was just
But to do all of that, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a guy who appreciates
he was
the
just
shit out
obsessed.
of intelligence.
Like he had literally his models would cover this. He had like 4 big platforms of models that would cover the whole table, like of like elevated shit that he worked at. That was just his outlet. He just, I'm sure he had some mental shit that he was pouring into that, but he did a good job at it, man. Better than drinking, man.
Dude, I miss that so goddamn much,
dude. It was so much fun.
But like, he hid that from his fiancée, didn't he, for a very long time?
Yeah, I think so. I think, and then it's just like he let it out like a floodgate, though. He didn't.
That's
you
like on the
gotta
same
ease it
scale.
out. You know, you got to let it a little bit at a time. You can't just like be
he
like,
went
all right,
full on kink.
go on kink, man. Pretty much, you
Wow.
might as well. So I had a friend
Yeah,
who
it's
was
like yeah, I can spank her ass from time to time. 6 months later,
That's the only way I
gonna
can
choke.
get it up.
D&D
Yep.
for people, for all the non-nerds out there that are rolling their eyes and probably change the channel right now. D&D, I get how it is to an outside perspective. So you're in a room with 3 to 4 other dudes, probably, maybe one chick who's a girlfriend. That
yeah,
got dragged
she's
along.
dating one of the members.
Right. She's dating one of the members, and she just wants to spend time with them. And we all get in a circle, and we play pretend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's
essentially
what it is.
yeah.
And it's one of the best. It's one of the best designed games ever because it hits so many aspects of gaming: the social aspect, the achievement, the competition, the combat aspect. There's so many things it hits.
So, with all this being said, I'm. Is it safe to assume you're a Big Bang Theory guy?
No,
fan, I should say?
I used to be because I related to Raj a lot, and I kind of had a Big Bang Theory
Nope.
setup growing up.
That's too easy, folks. I'm not doing it.
No, thank you. Low hanging fruit.
I don't watch the show. So
It was
I
like
don't
turning
care.
into a werewolf, trying not to say. He's like sweating, just oh no, don't.
No, I have to address it. It's like, yeah, I really relate to Raj.
No, but I got pissed because I lived in a house with a couple other like super nerds, right?
Okay.
Like Big Bang Theory, and I'm like, we're all like the Big Bang Theory. I'm like, no, we're not. And then I realized at the time, like, I couldn't talk to women unless I drank. I'm like, fuck, I'm Raj. Like, except we're not successful like them. They're like scientists, and we just smoke pot and play video games all day. So I wouldn't say
The
we
Jay
were
and Silent Bob version of Big Bang Theory.
like them, but yeah. I remember one time I told a friend, I'm like, I feel like Will Smith from iRobot. And he's like, why? I'm like, I'm not really that into a technology. And he's like, not liking technology. You feel like Will Smith from iRobot.
Who has a metal arm.
Yeah.
Did a
super
fucking
action,
robot
handsome
choose
star.
you over a girl in a fucking Turing test?
Exactly. Did my phone ever do that? No. It was just. But yeah.
Just
so
write it out. Write it out.
Write it out.
Bubba.
We got these.
You
got
heard
these
the fucking
floats.
flop, sweat, swallow on that one.
There we go.
Ride the
That
bit out,
happens.
dude. Just ride the bit out.
Just coast, man. Just coast. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
You guys are both in the passenger seat talking to each other how to drive.
While looking at fucking Dalton, who is driving.
I mean, yeah, I'm enjoying the conversation, man.
Are you
Yeah.
really? Are you really?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
what did we say in the
Oh.
last 5 minutes then, sweetheart?
Yep.
Richard plays Raj from Big Bang Theory.
In our Big Bang Theory D&D. And then Will Smith was playing with us, and I related to him.
God, if there was a Big Bang Theory D&D, that would be like
Big Bang Theory.
I don't fucking watch it, man. I don't really give a shit.
I only got into the first 3 seasons because
They have some really good
reasons.
jokes. I would say Big Bang Theory is kind of one of those shows where it's like 80% of it taints the legitimately funny 20%. That's how I am. It's like 80% of the jokes are just so dumb and the laugh track annoys me. But like some of them are like really, I can't think of a joke right now, but they have some really smart humor in there. Like really
very
funny.
smart.
Good
and
humor.
it's well researched. I had to Google
Like,
a couple
well-written.
of things.
Well, and like I tried watching one episode and it was like nothing was going on. They're just talking.
That's the
to each other.
joke.
There's no fucking plot. I don't give a shit.
I was going to say the head dork's trying to get with the hot chick.
Yeah, but like
Well,
at
what
this
people
point,
would
at this
I
point,
guess
it
is
was
the
like,
hot chick. I don't think
it was
she's
so
all
late
that
on that
attractive.
that he already got the hot chick or some shit,
Okay,
and it wasn't interesting to me. I don't know.
I stopped watching.
Yeah, I'm not a sitcom guy. I'm so glad the laugh track trend is dying. I'm so happy about that.
Well, it's like nobody does shit with a live audience anymore, so why the fuck would you have a laugh track? It's like
Yeah.
someone's writing there's a screenwriter who's, writing down the scripts for all this shit, and he's like, that was a funny line that I just did. I better write laugh right there. It's a weird
Yeah.
process. Like,
It's a filler, and I think there's a time and place for it. But I feel like you get like legitimately good shows like Letterkenny and Always Sunny, and like actually well written shows. You don't
Yeah.
need to fill in the dead air with laughs.
I'm parked in the driveway, and Gary has to move my car.
Yeah, it
God.
happens. It happens.
I'm sorry.
I got a 5-year-old with a fucking
He's gonna
snack
steal it
attack
and
going.
drive it
Go home
into the
slice.
police station or the fire station. You got to one up that guy somehow
I'm just probably gonna say
to
fuck it.
Walmart.
But
I'm gonna park it in the Walmart and Uber home.
Yeah, fuck it.
son of a bitch.
This episode's going on quite long. I don't think they know how to shut it off just yet.
No, this is life now. We're staying here now, Gary.
Yeah, we're just gonna live here.
You're not the first two
Thanks, Gary.
that this has happened with.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
taking Lavin's room. No, Richard, you can have Lavin's room. I don't want it.
Don't investigate that room with a black light, please.
I don't have to. It's fucking illuminated.
No, I was gonna say we got rid of that couch, by the way.
Good, good.
We put it on the curb, and then I'm surprised somebody took it.
Oh, I was gonna say, did
I
you
re-
put it in the same spot where he put Mandy's couch? He has this spot where he just puts. He has this.
Oh, I forgot about that totally.
He has a
Oh.
spot where he puts a fucking couch. But yeah,
I
there
know
was-
exactly where it is too.
I think it was Mandy's birthday. We were just hanging out here, and everyone was getting drunk, and Jeff offered to. Yeah, needless to say, Jeff just said like, "Yeah, I'll move your couch for you, dude." And we ended up going on a fucking trip to move the couch, and I don't know. I didn't want to, and I had to go. It's not an interesting story. I brought it up, but
It's happened a couple times in the pod. It's interesting. It's the first podcast. There's always growing room for stuff. There's always those like spots of hanging silence. Things don't land, or we don't have like a particular. But it's a skill, right? It's something we'll learn and pick up on.
yeah. All right, so
I got a whole list here that we can
Okay.
we can talk
Well, look,
about.
we haven't really even like we've been talking about the nerdy subject, but you didn't really answer my question. Like, so in the conversation of who's nerdier, you're kind of just pointing out like how we're nerdy.
Okay, which I think is an important basis. I think I'm more radical than you. I'd have to say. I think your nerdiness is spread through your life more, but I feel like I'm more of an intense nerd. Like it's more of my Bushido code. It's like in my spirit.
I don't know. That kind of goes against every point that you were bringing up, though. Like you were saying that you're able to kind of turn it off, and that makes you less of a nerd. Whereas, like I kind of own my nerdy qualities, and I'll even say that I'm kind of a snob about nerdy shit.
You misquoted me. I didn't say turn it off. I said I pick and choose the battles like a chess match. Like I said, I know when to be nerdy and I know when not to be nerdy. Like I know, like I can't not have a conversation if they're not talking about. I can talk about anything. Like it doesn't have to be a nerdy thing, or I don't feel
okay,
like I
but
need
like
to...
you can see how I'm seeing that as just a different way of saying that you turn it off in a scenario. Like,
but it
you
doesn't
won't-
make
you won't
sense.
bring-
That's not turning it off. Okay, so why would I bring something up to someone who isn't interested? Why would I bring a topic up if someone doesn't watch even Big Bang Theory? Why would I be like, oh, do you watch? No, you don't? Well, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? No one's going to give a fuck about that. Like, that's the thing that girls confuse about. Girls that don't like nerdy guys, they're confused. No, they just don't like guys that don't know how to just not only be nerdy or like. They don't like guys that can only do nerdy stuff. You know what I mean? Because you can do other topics. Like if someone brought up a topic I didn't give a shit about, it's like you do the courtesy kind of like, all right, I'll give you a couple minutes to talk about your shit.
Kind of like
I
when
don't care.
someone talks about Big Bang Theory on Turtle Donut Takeover.
Yeah, exactly.
I stopped talking and let you guys finish talking.
Yeah, that was
I cannot
quality.
illustrate how much I do not give a shit about Big Bang Theory.
That was quality content. That was a deep,
This is my podcast.
deep conversation. One thing I'll do is I'll put like that's a good point. That's a fair point. I would say fair point. But I would say this. I would.
Thank you.
I don't know. I guess you might be
Okay, but,
nerdier.
like-
I'm not. My ego's not willing to let go though.
Well,
Like-
and I'm very much a similar way in the nerdiness. Like I know when to talk about my nerdy shit and I know when to turn it off. Or like I know when to not talk about it, I guess, if we're using your phrasing. And so like I will too pick my battles. I'll pick who I'm talking to or what I'm talking about with these people. But when you do turn the nerdy shit on, how nerdy do you get into it?
Full.
Well, I could do like layman's term nerdiness, like use a nerdy metaphor. Like you remember? Did you see the final, the ending battle of Lord of the Rings: Two Towers?
Everybody did. Everyone did. Everyone
Nope.
saw it.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah. Well, at the
You honestly haven't?
I didn't get into the Lord of the Rings bullshit.
Okay, I respect that.
Well, I remember I was talking to a bouncer at work who like saved the day. He did like an awesome move to save the day, and I was like, "Man, did you see the ending of Lord of the Rings: Two Towers?" He's like, "No." So instead of not telling him the metaphor, I just broke down the whole ending battle of Lord of the Rings: Two Towers. And like it was a fun conversation. I said it in a fun way, but like I was like, "That's me." Like, okay, I'm gonna force my nerdiness on you. That was a moment there where it's like, I don't care
Yeah.
if you didn't see it and can't relate
Well,
to
like,
it.
it's
I'm gonna
the-
break
it's
down
the
a
same-
wizard charging in, saving. You were the wizard holding your stave, emitting light, saving the day, and you gave us hope, kicking out that piece of shit.
You shall
At the
not
nick
pass.
of time. You shall pass. Or you shall not pass. Yep.
That's the only. I only know a couple of the meme things. One does not simply walk through whatever it is.
Blank.
Yeah.
Blank.
Blank. Insert joke for the meme here.
Yeah, it's pretty much all I know about that. I mean, the missus is a huge.
Well, again, that's how I
Huge
learned about. That's how a lot of
fan
us,
that shit.
I think, learned about Tiger King before we actually started
Oh,
watching
fuck that
Tiger
shit.
King. Tiger King became
Fuck that! Fuck that thing!
fucking Carol Baskins.
That you guys were right.
Everybody's a piece of shit, and
It is
I
a
don't know who the fuck
train
to
wreck.
like. It's a train wreck. Like that is real life. That was like a real life representation of like.
Jerry Springer
I mean, yeah, but Jerry Springer is a real life representation of. Oh my fucking
of
God.
Gary, Indiana.
I do kind of want to see. I want to see like a combined universe in the future. Like you know how they have the MCU, and I think it was like Paramount or someone did like a. They failed, but they tried to do like a combined monster movie universe. I want to see a Tiger King universe where we bring together just like all the fucked up people and like.
Dude, Tiger King versus Honey Boo Boo.
Okay. How about this? Here's
Ooh.
okay. You ready? Are you ready?
Sir.
You ready for this? This story, this epic story. Tiger King must defend the precious blood of their tiger from Charlie Sheen.
Tiger's blood. I like that. I like that.
Charlie
That's a good-
Sheen is pursuing him with a band of hookers, band of porn star hookers.
I like that.
Equipped with AIDS is looking to get his
Equipped with AIDS.
Equipped with AIDS is looking to get the blood of the tiger. I think that'd be a good premise.
And then you can do
So
the Eye of the Tiger, but it's the Weird Al version called Blood of the Tiger.
And then we got to throw Shia LaBeouf somewhere in there somehow.
in a hole.
Shia LaBeouf. He's
Shia
my
Surprise.
favorite. Shia Surprise.
Just do it.
Shia, it was my favorite mental breakdown of any Hollywood star ever.
Yeah.
Britney had flavor to it, and she was one of the first, at least in my generation. But Shia LaBeouf, I thought he was really creative with his mental breakdown. He had a lot of public displays kind of thing.
Yeah, he wore a bag on his head that said, "I'm not famous anymore."
Yeah, to a red carpet. There's videos of him on acid doing like freestyle raps.
I mean, yeah, I saw that.
And he did that show, the music video with Sia, whatever her name is, which is a great like artistic performance. I thought. I'm a big Shia fan, and I like all his movies and stuff. Like I've never not liked a Shia LaBeouf movie. I heard he's a total
Transformers.
prick. I heard he got. Yeah, I liked. When I was a kid, I saw it. I don't know. I didn't. I liked it. I liked the second one too. He was in the second, and then he got kicked out. Right.
I wasn't smart enough to play with
And
Transformers.
I heard
so-
he was a total prick, and I always considered if we're gonna dive off to a subtopic here into prick celebrities, like Justin Bieber, right? I always defended Justin Bieber because even through school, everyone's like, "Fuck Justin Bieber, he's gay." I'm like, dude, he's 14, he's a millionaire, and everyone wants to suck his dick. I was like,
Like, I think
Including
that's-
Selena Gomez.
dude. Yeah, exactly. Including, but not limited to, like, and he's like pissing in janitors' buckets and spitting on fans and stuff. It's like, dude, you know how fucked up his psyche is, dude? Like, his whole life, he's just been a product of the music industry, and everyone's lied to him his entire life.
He's the Drew
Everyone's
Barrymore.
used him. Yeah, he's, and then, yeah, of course you do fucked up shit. People act like if they had all that power, they would fucking be cool, you know, I'd not be a dick.
And then he
You don't
did
know.
the thing at Anne Frank's memorial thing. I think she'd be a
God.
believer.
What'd he do? Is that what he said?
Yeah, he wrote in like the guest book. I think Anne Frank would be a believer.
Oh, you're making this so hard for me to defend him.
I'm sorry.
You're making
Justin
geez.
Bieber makes it hard for you to defend him.
I'm gonna have to make an apology on the Stew the Tomato Plant fucking page tomorrow. Stew the Tomato Plant does not endorse Justin Bieber.
Do we want to have Stu the Tomato Plant on a podcast sometime?
He's kind of
God.
shy. I don't know. Let's see if we can get
Another
Betty
Henry
White.
fucking
I mean,
Straight.
we're already losing some subscribers for you right now. We may as well just dive right in.
Stu,
Skillful nerd.
Stu, here's something I have on here. Stu posted something on Facebook and then deleted it right away today. And that's something I've done a couple times during quarantine. You ever do that on Facebook? You post something and you think it's funny, and then you think about it. Maybe you smoke some weed, and then you get paranoid, and then you delete it, and you're like, "Oh no, I can't. What did I do?" Like,
I've been corrected. That's the only time I take shit down is when I'm legit wrong.
yeah.
That's
For
just
me,
why I don't
it's the
post
delivery.
on
Okay.
Facebook at all, just because I get my phrasing wrong, and I don't see what could be misconstrued in my statement until it's too late, and then I end up taking it down. So I just choose not to post.
See, I've always boasted about like almost like not texting, like, oh, I don't text, blah blah blah. And like with girls, it's like for me, I would just ask them to lunch right away because it's like if I could just see you in person, we can get to know each other, and then we can go from there. And then you can deal with the not texting, whether you think I'm worth it or not. But I'm almost like unskilled, oblivious. I don't know, just like really stupid. Because like I'll post something and I'll have like the tone of it in my head, and I'll assume everyone has the same tone.
Right.
And then I'll post it, and then it just comes off completely wrong.
Okay.
Like, and then I'll be like, oh, I didn't mean to. I don't know.
Do you wanna say what the post was?
There was a couple posts. There was, what was it? Okay, I'll give you 3 examples. The very rich 3 examples because they were all very recent on quarantine. There's this one where there's this girl, and it depends on who you're doing it to too. Especially when I'm bored on Facebook typing on like random people's posts. Like if they don't get my humor, they just don't get it. Like who the fuck's this random guy? Some girl, she posted something.
Is this Facebook or Twitter?
Facebook. It's all Facebook. And
What's the name of the page?
Stew the Tomato?
Stew the Tomato Plant.
Stu the Tomato Plant.
That's
on
Stu-
Facebook.
On Facebook, yeah.
All right. Henry's going to be a fucking fan.
Stu the Tomato Plant. But there's this one thing. Well, me, not Stu. I posted on some girl. She was like, "Oh, I missed the bars," and then I asked her something. And it was like a fun back and
I
forth at
dropped
first.
mad bars.
I was like, "Do you want to start a tab?" Blah blah blah. And we had like a fun ask, and then I like jumped the gun, and I was like, "Man, remember the time you threw up in the bathroom and passed?" It was just went way too far. I don't know,
Way too quick.
out of nowhere. And then she didn't respond for like 10 minutes, and I'm like,
Delete.
Delete it. No. Like I was like, oh, Richard, why? You're an idiot. And then
Or not. I mean, honestly, that was pretty smart.
Yeah,
I like that though. In
was-
comedic value, that was good.
Maybe I just expect her to be like my friends and be so witty and fire back right away. Maybe she just didn't know what to, but she didn't laugh, react. That she didn't like it.
Maybe she was wiping her
'Cause
ass
There's
between your reaction time.
She
I mean,
could've-
people
she could've-
leave you on read all the time.
She was debating on just ruining her whole life because she definitely has a husband and a kid. I don't know who she is.
Oh.
I think she was one of the people I got.
Oh, you don't have to be lonely at barkeeponly.com.
Barkeep only. And then the other one, some guy posted some weird jokey post, like so bored, it was just so off the wall. And some guy's like, "I'm so confused." And then I replied on that comment. I was just like, "You wouldn't be confused if you took acid too, you sheep." And then I was like, "See, my
Wait,
problem with
what?
that one, because the guy
That is a legit. Wait, what?
Well, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So let me explain the post. The post was like this guy accusing squirrels and birds of making a government conspiracy theory and being robots. That was the post, and it was all.
Okay,
It wasn't
a Rick and
meme.
Morty reference.
It
Got
wasn't.
it.
Oh, is that okay? It wasn't a meme. It was just like a handwritten post. And then this guy was like, "I'm confused." So I replied to that guy. But see, my problem there was I posted it when I was drunk, and then I reflected on it when I was high. So I drank and then posted it, and then smoked weed, and then the weed made me like take 2 steps back, and be like, "Whoa, bro. Maybe you should play it safe." So I deleted that one. But see, that's what I'm saying.
My
Is like,
God, you're like the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde of marijuana.
dude, I don't. Well, see,
This is why he
Richard-
doesn't text girls. Can you imagine what his inbox looks like?
Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. That's pretty much. Oh my God, this is tearing me down.
Now, tell me
psychologically,
more about the relationship between you and
wow.
your mother that transcribed these
Oh
events.
God,
I like that, Dr. Phil. That's good.
Thank you.
That is
Good.
Richard taught me that one,
Yeah,
actually.
I did. Not nearly as good. It was. I didn't teach him. He decided to one up me on it.
Oh,
I show
okay.
him something, and he's like, interesting.
Something we talked about in the past
Let me
episodes.
Goomba
Mimicry.
stomp you.
Yeah,
Yep. I was like, ooh, you think you're
Yeah. It's like I'm not doing a Dr. Phil impression. I'm just trying to do a better impression of Richard's impression of Dr. Phil.
which is yeah.
And some people take that as a one-upping.
But do you guys never have that? You post something and then you're like, fuck, delete it.
yeah, all the time.
I have that all the fucking time.
Okay,
Why
see,
do you think?
you guys
that's
are
why-
making like I'm weird here.
Well, no, I'm not
I had
acting
this-
like you're weird. I'm acting like I'm interviewing you.
I'm usually like worried. I'm usually. Yeah, this is where we out Richard Garcia on his bullshit.
I was going to say,
Oh, shit.
speaking of interviewing and deaths,
Oh,
What's up?
inside the actor's studio, didn't you bring that to my
I
attention
saw.
before the show?
Well, I just saw that he passed away. It kind of coincided with all of the.
I had to bring it back. I'm sorry.
What's his name? James Lipton.
Yes.
Yeah,
oh, God, that funny fucking event that happened before the show.
Oh, yeah.
James Lipton's dead. I got to go get more tea.
oh,
Richard,
Yeah, Richard was
What?
like, "Who's James Lipton?" And
See the iced tea magnet?
I thought it
Yeah,
was a
the
great
iced tea guy.
correlation. I thought it was a great.
but yeah, no, that actually kind of coincided. Just
It's
a
not
lot of
my...
the- a lot of the deaths that were happening in 2020, which I actually didn't get to finish explaining my morbid meme that I wanted to do. It was going to be like a compilation of all these different actors who died this year, and it would
Yes.
say like the wellness watches of all these actors, and then on the other side it would be a picture of Betty White and like Betty White Wellness Watch fans. And yeah, it's either like a smiley face or 2 middle fingers to the sky. And it'd be like a morbid promotion for my page. But yeah, so like that's how my brain's filter
Round
works.
5.
Like, I'm like, yeah, no, I shouldn't post that.
Or better yet, Betty White, the bracket one I sent with you and Kobe, or to you with Betty White versus Kobe. Betty White moves up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, like
There's
the
a lot of the
Mortal
Kobe
Kombat,
ones.
the Mortal Kombat
that's funny.
Tower of Fate or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm really afraid to post those fucking Kobe memes. Speaking of tearing shit down, Richard, I am afraid to post those Kobe memes
Why?
because you can be a fucking. It's a drop in the bucket if you share a COVID meme. You fucking do a Kobe meme. Oh my
Oh, jeez.
God, you're
Oh,
the
boy.
devil.
3-pointer.
Oh boy.
To crash and burn. Kobe.
Personal foul. Personal foul. A lot of people have like sentimental value with him, and
Because Kobe was the god of
There-
basketball.
but
He
there-
was the next
what's
Jordan.
that fucking word?
Yeah,
Not
they-
sensationalism. What's like
Idolized?
the fucking? I can't. Oh my God.
Better than sensationalism. Don't
The
go.
things people can complain about, like pretty much things that are centered that like are guaranteed to have people bitch about it, like
Triggered.
political
Sanctity.
things.
I mean, I guess sensationalism, that is a good way of explaining
Yeah,
it.
like
He's sacred.
Okay, like when Kaepernick happened, right? When Kaepernick happened, it was more than some
You're
dude
talking to a
kneeing.
veteran right now.
Yeah, no, but here's, I think that's a good example. Kaepernick kneeing to the anthem, it had nothing to do with the knee. It did have to do with the knee, but the point is, that's just something that you have a polarized left and right that they can both argue about no matter what.
And
It's
then
just a
Nike
topic.
can capitalize on it.
Like it's the situation, but it could be any situation like that. It's just something everyone fixates on. It's whatever political opinion, like the stay-at-home order and the lockdown order. If there's a post of either of those pro or con, you're gonna have a bunch of people being like, "Oh, you fucking tyrant,
you commie tyrant,
little tyrant,
you pinko commie,
fucking pussy, go out and then you're gonna have the other one, oh, you fucking piece of shit, idiot, skeptic."
Well, like I remember you and I were working at the post office at this time, and like this was before I was really knowledgeable with like political shit, and this
then
guy
you
came,
sign up for the
this guy
post
came up
office.
to me and dropped some fucking knowledge. One of our coworkers, or quote unquote knowledge, he kept on telling me that it was because of Al Qaeda. He basically explained that Kaepernick is a Muslim and he was trying to woo a Muslim woman who had Muslim brothers, and he blamed the entire thing on like terrorism. And it's like, how the fuck do you make that jump?
Okay.
wow, that is one hell of a parallel.
Can I tell
Yeah.
you the
I'm just like, wait, this is the guy who back in Colorado allegedly raped a little tiny blonde or brunette chick, and then it was found that the chick went through the whole basketball team, and at the same time he bought his wife a ring so expensive it could fight crime, and he admitted he did cheat on his wife. I still remember that fucking part of Kobe.
Oh, Kobe. Oh, we were talking.
No,
Kaepernick.
I was talking about Kaepernick.
And then we got Kaepernick, and we're going sports.
Oh, okay,
we're
yeah,
going
yeah,
sports
yeah,
guys.
I am.
We're going sports guys,
Oh,
and then
God,
we
can we
got
move the
Kaeper-
topic? We're getting to
No, and
territory that I don't
we're talking
fucking know.
Kaepernick, who you got 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, who's trying to be Muslim,
No, he's trying
Or
to be
dating-
inside of a Muslim woman.
he's catering to the brotherhood of this woman or the brother.
Yeah, like essentially her
Siblings.
brothers wouldn't let him date.
This is a weird That's a weird fucking jump too, even with Kaepernick.
Oh, this dude's a fucking conspiracy theorist.
Oh, the guy that
Yeah.
The guy that
presented
told me this
okay.
theory. Yeah.
I feel like if I tell you from my perspective, everything will wrap together. So me and Dalton, we're at a workstation together.
Yes.
And we're just right next to each other and we're talking. And then Dalton, out of nowhere, he's just like, "Richard, let's talk about something political." And I was like, "What do you want to talk?" He's like, "I don't know. I just want to argue about something." He's like, Dalton's not like the debate type. Dalton's not
at all.
like
Well,
fucking
and like I don't participate in political debates at all, just because.
Okay, I
don't-
see that.
I don't do any research
I've
in it.
legit seen that in studio.
Yeah, like
you will backseat the motherfucker.
I'll take a knee.
Sorry.
Yeah, Dalton will
I see
tell
what you
you.
did there.
Thank you.
Dalton will tell you why you don't like the right movies or video games
Or grammar.
or grammar. But Dalton's humble enough to know if it's a political debate and he's not versed in it, then
Right.
he will sit
Well,
down.
It was this scenario. It was this situation. I'm 50-50. I'm both glad that you're bringing this up, and I'm also kind of pissed that you're bringing this up.
You brought
because
it up.
this was
You brought
this
it
is
up.
a
You
huge.
brought this up.
You're going
motherfucker.
down
No, no, no,
further
no.
the rabbit
Oh,
hole is
okay,
what he's
okay.
I
pissed
mean,
about.
the conversation that you and I had, which shows how much of a political idiot I am. I'm 50-50, 50% happy that you're bringing this up to show why I don't talk about politics, and 50% angry because it shows how stupid I can be. And so it's this story that Richard's about to tell.
That makes you
that-
believe that you can't see your forehead. Okay.
It explains why I no longer participate in political debates, and I just don't fucking listen to anybody's opinions.
Okay, so we're at the workstation, and he's like, "Let's debate about something," and I was like, "Kaepernick," and then he was almost like, "Yes," like he's almost like, "I got this one," like, "Boom, bitch, you picked the wrong topic," and then he starts talking about like, "Oh, Kaepernick's a Muslim, and he's dating a Muslim, and her brothers are Muslims, and he needs to prove to them that he hates America, and that's why." And I'm giving him this look, and he like trails off towards the end of the explanation.
Did he get that
and
long
he looks
gaze
down
in his eyes
and-
where he's staring fucking 16 feet away? As he's
It was a
talking?
moment of realization.
It was staring at me, right? And like he could just empathize with me, right? Just he could feel my thoughts through like my eyes and motions, and he's explaining it. And as he's explaining it to me, his gaze is just kind of going down like this, and like as he's saying it out loud, he's realizing how it
yeah,
sounds.
how stupid it is.
And I
Yeah.
was like, "Who told you that?" He's like, "Tony." He's like, "Don't tell anyone." He's like, "Don't tell anyone." I remember you threatened to like tell some like dark secret of mine, and I was like, "I won't tell anyone." I'm like, "But Dalton," I'm like, "One day you're gonna come to work and be like, man, I sucked a homeless guy's dick. And I'm like, why did you suck his dick, Dalton? And you're like, he said he was a wizard and he'd grant me whatever wish he wanted if I sucked his dick. That's literally how I felt.
All
Like,
right,
did he
Kelly
really
Bundy. Jesus.
Just like,
I rubbed the lamp and no genie came out.
but I was like,
Oh,
dude,
what a lovely tea party.
how?
Another Jay and Silent Bob reference.
Devil's
Thank you.
advocate, devil advocate. How good would that Muslim pussy had to have been for this guy to come up with a plan to like trick all of America?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It would have been. You ready for this one?
The bomb.
Oh, here we are. Turtle Donut comedy
Yep,
quality.
there's the setup.
Not one of my proudest moments. This is why
Not one of my proudest jokes
this
to
is
be a
why
part
after
of.
this the story that Richard just told is the reason why I don't talk about politics on stage.
You
I
trailed
don't,
off like a 6-year-old talking about a video game that makes no sense.
and like I will talk about that video game to no fucking end. Let's talk about the witching hour. No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, let's go Goat Simulator. You and my 5-year-old have a lot in common right now.
I've
Jesus.
just watched a lot of streams on that. I haven't actually played
Goat-
Goat Simulator.
Oh, dude, come on over. My fucking son needs somebody. I'm tired of playing it. I don't know what the fuck's going on with it.
I'm very much one with my inner child, so like I understand why kids gravitate towards specific games, and like Goat Simulator is just so fucking out there, and there's so many different ways to engage in shit. Like
Yes!
I remember one time when I was
Like
over,
Minecraft.
I was watching your son play Goat Simulator, and he was like talking about these little achievements that he would give himself, like these little tasks that would just make him feel like he's achieved something with all of that. Ooh, fuck yeah, McNuggets.
Sorry, audience. We're all getting handed McNuggets.
And
right
it was
now.
like, and it was like, I saw myself as a child, you know, like giving myself little tasks to do so that I could just, you know, tell my friends later, hey, I found the way to get the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in this fucking game. And it's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So like, I like these games that are pretty engaging. Multifaceted. That's a good way of putting it.
That's what I like about Minecraft.
I couldn't get into Minecraft.
I personally cannot. My 5-year-old is trying. My daughter looks at it and goes, "Fuck this. Let's go back to Roblox."
I'm not much of a builder,
shit, you're
man.
9.
If when I had Legos, I'd build it according to the Lego set. I wouldn't really experiment with it. And
I never paid attention to the directions. I went
Oh, no,
full
you
man
couldn't.
on. I was a full man child when I was on the Legos. I'm like, I don't want to build this. I got the parts, thanks. But let's do
I was
something
about to
different.
say, you're like a dad building IKEA furniture, throws out the instructions like, I can do it myself,
No,
Martha.
no, fuck it, no. IKEA is no.
That's you, Rose?
No. She's Mrs. Hammer's all about the IKEA shit. She's just like,
Could I have
she'll,
another beer, please?
she'll do this number to me, honey. You got to put screw A into hole Z. Whatever that
There's
fucking
goddamn
Swedish.
27 letters to this alphabet. I don't get what this extra character is.
It looks like fucking Elon Musk's fucking kid's name.
What's
Is the
up with
jury
that?
still out on how to pronounce
Does
that? I haven't
anybody
actually
know?
looked it
I
up.
haven't even
It's
looked into it at all.
it's kind of a Greek mythology letter. It's
Al.
eh.
I'm gonna Google this
A12?
right now.
A12. It's the precursor to the fucking SR-71 Blackbird.
It's literally the number one search result, how to pronounce XAE12.
Yes.
Musk went on to lay out how to say it. So oh, okay.
That is
He brought it up
dude,
on the
that is
talk
just
show.
Joe Rogan.
God.
That is just a big dick move. So I did have a listener question. They wanted to know what kind of nerd I am.
What kind of nerd are you, Gary?
I am a.
I'm sorry for not-
No, you're fine. I am a bad habit nerd. Like I'm one of those guys who discovers like vaping or cigars or yerba mate or
Yeah,
coffee.
that makes sense because I remember you also said that you were like a wine connoisseur.
Yes, sir.
Like you even had the little saucepan that sommeliers have.
Yeah.
It's not a saucepan, so you're welcome to mansplain what it is to me.
I'll skip that because
Okay.
that's on when it comes to bad habits. I go full fucking deep. I like let's say the newest one or the cigars. Like I know from seed to fucking counter. Or with vapor, I've learned Ohm's law. I never would have learned that in high school, which is actually something you learn in science class. or with yerba mate. I've learned like fucking health and nutrition and all this other stuff, and that's also through my ISSA schooling as well, International Sports Science Association.
Okay. So you would call yourself kind of an expert in these?
I'm not an expert at all. I
Okay.
am just a full-on fucking dumbass nerd. I go full nerd on these topics. Like if it's a bad habit, I can go full nerd. Like the gym, like vaping, like
obsessive about a specific topic.
damn near.
Yeah,
yes.
that's very much. It's
Damn
very
near
much
yes.
nerdy in nature.
Yeah.
And actually,
I go full nerd on like fucking craft beer too.
you did make me kind of think about what kind of nerd I am in that sense, because I kind of talked about. I didn't really talk about what kind of nerd I am, and it's kind of like
Outside of being a grammarian, because that is very nerd.
Thank you.
That's how I started as well.
And I've been a grammar Nazi since I got a phone to start texting.
Your.
Well, and then like it did take me quite a while to learn a bit more, because like I used to think that the word legitly was a word. Thank you. Spit take. I used to think that legitly was a word.
No, it's legitimately.
Legitimately, exactly. Or
What's a bubbler? Living in Wisconsin, though.
I don't even
It's
think
all
that bubbler is a form of grammar. It's more dialect.
It's a dialect and location.
Yeah, I'm trying to think
deep
of the,
south, like the northern guys. They say the A there, hey.
Well, like I didn't really
But,
understand
yes.
that bubbler was a Midwestern thing, because I've
You
grown
grew
up
up-
saying
yeah.
water fountain.
And there's warsh. A lot of
Warsh, yeah.
northern guys say warsh, WARSH,
And I'm
You'll-
sure
you'll
that
Heard
there
of that
are.
before. Warsh, isn't that an actual thing? Like
or battery. Oh, I hate
Oh yeah,
battery.
battery.
Big.
Are you you say veteran, right?
I am a veteran.
You say veteran. Okay. For some
I
reason
also
thought-
do both.
You do alternate.
I do alternate
because
because of where we are. If I say veteran, I look like say if we're drinking or something like that. I don't want to show my inner nerd.
well, and like
That's how I hide my grammarian. It's
This
like,
is actually something that really annoys Richard with me is with most words I'll say it exactly how it's written, like comfortably,
or exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
But then
That was a false ringer.
I'll also abbreviate words, just for no sake at all. I say sandwich.
Sandwich.
I'll do that, or I'll purposely fuck up the grammar.
Seppuku. Now's the seppuku moment. Everyone was wondering where.
Soder?
No, you're thinking of Sudoku.
Sudoku.
Well, maybe I say these things for the sake of
Seppuku.
maybe pushing somene's buttons.
Maybe. Well, yeah, you know.
Well,
dog,
I
already
do
know
it as
'cause
well
You look at
because
me.
the misses as well. I'll say, oh, that's more gooder.
Well, and then it's like I know that Zach Galifianakis has the same type of humor, because like I remember the Birdman movie. Instead of Martin Scorsese, he says Martin Scorsese.
Yeah. Or what was that? The Two Bushes or something like that, where he
Between
had
Two Ferns.
Between Two Ferns. He did a lot of that shit on too.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, like that
Which
is my
drove
kind of
me
humor.
nuts about him.
I love playing the idiot to the point where people actually think that I'm a stupid person. Honestly, that happened with Mandy a lot. Like I'd say something.
Finish it up.
I'd say something dumb and
Wait to
I
be
suppose
corrected.
wait to be corrected
Okay.
with a shit-eating grin on my face.
Ah, okay. So you do what I do at work. Mm-hmm. Make the wrong point and get people riled up. And go,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I got a reaction. That's all I wanted.
No, I don't even do that no more because I know it's a two-sided coin with some people. It's like, you want me to get emotional because I made you emotional. Okay.
But then with what you said about
Subaku?
no, delving into all these
Sudoku.
But what you said with like delving into all these different topics, that's I'm very similar in that way with my nerdiness. Like
Jeopardy
but-
smart.
So, I won't go so deep into a lot of things
Yeah, I
that
will.
I could that
I will. Next week is going to be phlebotomy. J-Mac just went, oh, fuck, he's going to learn my job.
like I don't go so deep into these things to where like I can be labeled as a fan of that. That's kind of why I think The Witcher is kind of an anomaly with that, because I know so much about the series, the theories. But
no, there are theories as well.
There are theories.
There's
as
a
well.
lot, like Rick and Morty. There's a ton of fan. Here we go again.
Well,
with
and
the
like
nerds.
people are. I mean, I can just bring up a theory that absolutely no one's going to give a shit about. Like people are trying to find connections between The Witcher and Cyberpunk 2077.
You won't see it.
Yeah,
You won't see it. I'm sorry. You're not going to fucking win me on that one.
wait. Like, do you know about this theory?
I do
or-
know about the. Please explain it.
Okay, so it's believed, and like these connections come from like with a lot of series, like with authors who will connect their two series, or like one of my favorite authors, Terry Brooks, who wrote like the Shannara series. He has it where like the beginning of the series is like a Lord of the Rings type universe, and then he also has this post-apocalyptic series
Right.
that goes into like modern day shit, but it actually turns out that all this stuff with the modern day shit
Yeah.
was actually a prequel to the Shannara series. So it's like the
okay,
lives
okay.
that we're living right now are actually the past to like like Lord of the Rings, or
AKA the fifth level of the Matrix.
yeah, like a fantasy series. Well, and then you see it with like Bethesda. People are trying to combine like the Elder Scrolls and the Fallout series with all these different little things.
There's Easter eggs. That's about it.
Yeah, like one that I can think of off the top of my head is the Nirnroot plant. Those exist in both the Fallout and Elder Scrolls series. But then, so going back to The Witcher and Cyberpunk 2077,
Okay, here we go.
there's a monologue in the third video game of The Witcher where Ciri, who's also in and I guess spoilers for the Netflix series, Ciri is known as the master of space and time. She can travel to different time periods or, go to different dimensions.
And now that you say that, season 1 makes so much sense about the storyline,
Yeah.
storytelling, so to speak.
Well, it was also just a way to bring everything up to speed so that they can continue with the first
Story arc.
of the actual novel series.
Richard's punched out, folks.
I'm just being an active listener.
I deserve that. But so there's a monologue in the third game
Shelby.
where Ciri talks about because she disappeared for a while.
Yeah.
And suddenly she comes back, and
But wasn't she in that weird fairy forest?
She was. This was a different time, though.
I know.
Well, and
I
like
know.
that.
You're gonna have some fans, the devout idiot fans of the Netflix series, fucking hitting us
Well,
up
and then
on
this could be considered not canon just because this happened in the video games.
Yeah,
and
canon.
Andrei Sapkowski, the author, actually blatantly said the video games are not canon.
Yeah.
Because and I believe it.
They're
Like,
there
this-
just for entertainment.
in a way, they're fan fiction.
Yeah,
Like
they're like Dragon Ball GT.
everything
Sorry.
is just calling back to
You knew that was to me.
I know I had to lob that at you. Not a
everything.
Dragon Ball Z fan.
I'm not. God.
Super
No, I am.
Broly is canon. Now he is. Sorry, I'm also an anime nerd. Okay, fuck
Nah,
off.
GT's not canon, but
No,
Super
GT
Saiyan
was
4.
supposed to be canon.
It was supposed, and they had.
And then
really?
yeah, it was supposed to be canon, but then they're with Super. There's like let's forget GT because that was
I
actually kind of a shit show.
I heard it was not canon at all, even when it was made. But my point was, even though it's not canon,
Sorry,
Super
Dalton.
Saiyan 4. Let's
That's
not
fine,
throw
I'm
out the
writing down
baby
what I
with
said.
the bathwater. Super Saiyan 4 was. The
I
shit.
see what you did there. Don't throw out baby.
Don't throw out baby.
Super
oh,
baby?
Oh, don't throw out super baby. Yeah, that's what I did. Exactly. Hey, I'm the master of puns.
Yeah, well,
Master of
a
puns.
lot of people would have a lot of DBZ or Dragon Ball fans would have got that one, but no, I went so deep as I combined two of my bad habits: the anime and the vaping.
Oh, okay.
I have the 4-star Dragon Ball
Oh,
as a fucking
do you?
atomizer.
it's the
Oh,
shit.
yeah, I
It's
saw
the
that.
shit.
Yes, sir.
I got replica Dragon Balls at my house.
Okay,
Full
you,
display.
you went full force. The only full force I went was my daughter can identify him when she was like 3.
When she was 3, you raised her right. There
Well,
you go.
we took her to GameStop. I wanted to get her into video games. She was starting to get into Mario. And then
You're
she
like,
fucking
Dragon
looks.
Ball Z?
She looks over at this weird stand. She goes, "Dad, that's the Dragon Balls." I'm like, "Shit, you just outed me on my nerdness."
Man,
The guy behind the counter with pink hair is like, "Dude, raising them right." I'm like, "Fuck."
Man, I felt old as shit. I felt old as shit to my niece. I showed her some Dragon Ball Z thing, and I'm like, "Do you know who this is?" And she's like, "I don't know, but my dad would know." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck."
Oh,
I'm like, I'm old now.
I hate to say it. My
I'm
9-year-old knows Dragon Ball references.
Oh, no shit, really?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
like Yamcha was actually She knew at one time that Yamcha was a badass, and then now he's just a pussy who plays baseball.
Yep.
Sorry to make you cough on that one. Shit, dude. I didn't realize you were that far into it
He's
either.
good at it, man. Wolfang Fist.
Well, it's
That's the shit. I
It's
just
a good
like how Dragon
fastball.
Ball Z's like, we're going to set aside 90% of our cast to die immediately.
and then bring him back later and make him suck.
back. And then have them die again immediately.
Yes.
Need you, Goku. You gotta save us again.
Tien's dead again.
I've rewatched the series once back when I
Krillin
was like,
got the hottest chick. What the fuck?
oh, every time. But that's how it is. That's how it is.
Yeah, the bald guy wins.
Those bald short guys
Oh,
with
fuck.
really winning personalities. You're
Oh,
like, fuck,
fuck.
you had to like become a good person.
Why do I got to be the bald version of Andre the Giant here? Maybe she'd like a peanut.
There's always those guys though where you're like, how the fuck are you like
Well,
pulling
anybody
chicks
like a
in?
peanut?
Somebody got some Princess Diary reference. Got it.
Sometimes
Princess
it's like,
Bride. What
Princess
the fuck? Anne
Diaries.
Hathaway.
Wow. Well, hey, Anne Hathaway, huge crush.
Hell yeah.
man, I'm like that with Dalton all the time. Sometimes you'll say syrup, and I'll be like, how the fuck do you get laid?
Oh yeah, I
Ever.
say syrup.
Like shamelessly. I'm like, how did you get that far? How did you find your way into a
Sandwich.
vagina in sandwich?
Well, like
How did a woman let you inside them?
Bitch, make me a sandwich. Is that?
I tend to accidentally idiot savant my way into a vagina. Oh
Yeah,
hey, I'm
definitely
smooth.
definitely moist. Yeah, definitely moist.
I feel like
Oh,
I'm
jeez,
just
fart coming.
I adhere to my true nature, which is lovable oaf, which is I'm awkward and clumsy, but it's me. It's Richard.
What is it? Boyish charm.
Charizard.
Boyish charm, whimsical nature of
Yeah.
naivety. Naivety is that
Naivete.
naivete?
Oh,
Jinx,
race
you owe
to
me
it.
a
naive
soda.
as shit, man.
I was gonna say
Naive
he's
as
got
shit.
that Charizard, kind of thing going on. That's perfect.
Yeah,
I would
It's
say-
actually the
Yeah,
perfect
yeah,
tag.
Charizard.
I would say
It
he's
is.
a little Charizarded.
A little bit of a charge. Dude, that I'm incredibly gullible, man.
I still like
All
how
the
I
time.
coined
I
that
asked for help on
phrase.
Facebook. I asked for help on Facebook today. I'm like, does anyone have a pickup truck I can use? I got to move a couch. And someone's like, I got a 2012 Chevy hatchback. I'm like, perfect. Just bring it all.
Hatchback? Yeah, that'd work.
Didn't even, I'm like, I just trusted them. Just
That's like
nothing.
me
I was
fucking
like-
moving an RV
And
on a
they're
fuck-
like, it was a joke. It was a joke. They sent me a picture of their car. I'm like, a couch won't fit in there.
I was gonna say that's like my escapade of the earlier week, moving a RV on a trailer with a shitbox truck.
Yeah.
Did you see that picture?
No.
Oh, what could possibly go wrong?
What could
right?
possibly, conceivably,
This will work, right?
nothing can go wrong. That's like,
thankfully it did work. It was Kenny the Midget engineering, but it worked.
man. The other day I felt so fucking stupid. So
Do tell.
I live downtown, just by Whiskey Ranch, not too far. And someone at Whiskey Ranch was like, "I'm hungry. I want Thai food." And I'm a little high and I'm a little drunk. And
I
for
could
people,
wear a tie.
and for people, so you know, it's not an issue. It was 5 p.m. at the time, so it's okay. So I'm a little high, a little drunk. She's on Facebook. She's like, Thai food, right? She's like, I want some Thai food. And I'm like, I got some Fig Newtons because someone gave me a big bag of Fig Newtons and I don't like them, but I don't like throwing stuff away, so I just
You
give them
you
away.
just heard food.
Yeah, food.
You didn't hear the tie part. You just heard,
No,
I want
but
some food.
Yeah, and I offered her what I had, which was Fig Newtons, and I had a lot of exposable Fig Newtons. And then she said, "I love Fig Newtons," so I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna grab this bag of Fig Newtons, I'm
Throw
gonna
it at her and give her
walk-
my cock.
Pretty much, I'm gonna walk like a quarter of a block to Whiskey Ranch. I'm gonna hand it to her, and it's gonna be cool. So I go there, right, and I walk in the building, and I walk in the building. I have slippers on, athletic shorts.
Okay, you're looking like the dude.
A T-shirt.
The dude
that
abides.
Says, a T-shirt that says "Good Vibes Only" with Bob Ross on it. My
right.
hair's messy. I'm a little high, a little drunk. There's this big cheesy smile on my face, and then I realize I'm in like a place with fully functioning adults working.
And you're a fully functioning fucking Charizard.
Jim Charizard holding a bag of fucking Fig Newtons. Fucking
Got you
Fig
these,
Newtons.
man.
And then I had to hand it to someone who it wasn't because they were gone on a road trip. They were delivering food. And I felt so fucking dumb. And then I scurried out of there. That was like,
You had the realization.
I was like, oh, everyone's not as quarantined as I am, I guess. And then I just scurried up to my apartment ashamed. And I stayed up
Because
till like,
they are opening it back up, yes?
Yeah, well-
Everything's starting to open back
oh,
up.
yeah, in the next couple weeks, I actually have some insider information and update on the COVID.
Oh.
Welcome to the COVID-19 update on
2020.
regulation 2020. May 26th, they're lifting regulations. Now, word around town is, and I've talked to some people in the industry too about this, word around town is there's going to be stipulations capacities are cut in half. They're going to have like masks and all these rules, but things are counting.
How do you drink beer with a mask on?
But the thing is, if you look at the trend, especially Wisconsin, such a drinking culture, so there's a lot of bars that have gotten away without following the rules.
Right.
So something.
Well, yeah, because it was like what 6 hours, and then they shut it down.
Now,
because they realized what they did.
I did just realize a contradiction that I just brought up.
Let's open up the fucking floodgates, folks.
Oh, boy.
It's
Pandora's
exactly
box, man.
like the memes of the chickens.
I just realized a contradiction that I just brought up when you said, "How are you going to drink with a mask?" And I just said,
Straw.
Straws aren't fucking allowed. What are we going to do?
Metal straws are.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We're all going to be getting drunk on growlers.
Man, disposable straws
That's
are
what it
about
is.
to.
We've been selling growlers. Anyway,
They're good.
May 26th, everything's going to open up, right? So the thing kind of with the bar thing, so if you have these bars that are not following regulations and then these bars that are following regulations, it's kind of just like the honesty game, right?
Oh, it's like this when they first got rid of the smoking. They put that ban on the smoking in the bars.
Okay.
Like a few years back, they said no more smoking in bars.
Yeah.
The backwoods guys are like, fuck you.
Yeah,
That's how
fuck
we
you,
make
bitch.
our money.
Yep. And then they got a ton of business. So, like, I'm interested to see, because some bar owners are wary. They're like, we don't want to follow the regulations and drive all the customers away.
Exactly.
And then, because who's going to go out the first weekend? People who don't give a fuck about COVID. Whatever your political affiliation is, maybe you're not scared of it or you don't believe it.
believe in the herd mentality or the herd immunity. So to speak.
So the first wave of people are going to be like that group of like, I'm not scared to go out. I don't give a shit. So if they go to a bar where everyone's wearing masks and gloves and they're making them stand 6 feet, they're going to say, fuck that bar.
Will
I'm gonna
Richard
go to this.
have a job?
Well, that's
Because you are a bartender.
Yeah.
You are a barista.
Yeah, barista.
You are a barista.
I like that. I might shift to
You might be Richard Barzard.
Richard Barzard. And that's
Who
a weird
knows?
thing for me because I don't know how I feel about it. And that's so weird. Like I'm so on I just feel like I don't have enough responsibility in my life that I impacted enough that I can just sit back. Like I don't have a family or a business or anything. I'm in such a responsibility-less bliss right now.
You are such
like,
a dude abides type person.
I'm a single dude. I'm just a single dude living.
You have a rug in your
place.
house. You have a rug in your apartment that just brings the place together.
Yep, exactly. I'm looking to get one of my.
You got a dude beard going on. I love it.
Exactly,
I love it.
man. I can afford to sit back.
Have you seen The Big Lebowski?
Oh God, I'm about to disappoint you.
Wait,
okay.
Seppuku? Is this
No. You're fine.
I was about to say, are you asking me?
I'm asking both of you because
Yeah.
I guarantee it's a no with you, and it's definitely a no.
Okay,
with
I
we
thought
gotta-
you and I have broed out on Big Lebowski before.
Okay, good.
Okay,
See?
can I put that down on a list of movies to watch?
Yes, Big Lebowski.
And that list looks like one Big Lebowski.
Oh, dude,
Because he
there's
has not been making a list.
no.
Can I add it? I started a list.
What's on your list?
Big Lebowski
to listen?
It's just Big
and
Lebowski.
Braveheart and Big Lebowski.
What the fuck about Braveheart?
I've seen it. I just want to see it again. I'll put it on the list of movies. No,
I'd rather see Jason X.
Jason. Oh fuck! How dare you?
What?
How dare you? Jason X? Is that the one? The
It's
future
where he's
one?
in space.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Where you can predict the shit lines.
Do you remember the scene where the girls
Here
camping
we
in the
go.
simulation? Some girls camping in the simulation.
Yes, and they trick
she's
him.
She's in a sleeping bag. And he grabs like her, he bundles her up in a sleeping bag like a pillow and starts hitting her back. That's a comedy movie. Horror movie, 2 out of 10. Comedy,
That's like-
fucking 10.
That's where Chucky, the Bride of Chucky bullshit started with the campy bullshit.
Oh,
bullshit.
yeah. And then
It made
Yep.
Night Attack of the Killer Tomatoes look good.
Yeah, have you seen Evil Bong?
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh fuck yes. Okay.
Bong?
Evil Bong.
man.
It's exactly what it sounds like. Evil Bong. And then there's
Is
Evil
it like
Bong
Evil
2.
Dead, but it's...
No, it's about an evil bong and the people smoke, and it's just like it was like just kind of how like watching Big Bang Theory. Sometimes I'm like, fuck, you're hitting too close to home. Like that's what that watching that movie was like. Oh fuck, I would totally die. I would
think
totally.
of it as the old native reference to alcoholism.
Okay.
When you suck from the bottle sucks from you.
Yep.
Well, I was going to say,
When
like,
the bong, when you smoke from the bong smokes you.
I was assuming it was like the sequel to Reefer Madness.
Yeah, it might as well be.
Yep.
Some Republicans would think so.
Genius.
Oh my god! I cannot believe you're. Shouldn't be surprised that you have seen that.
I was about to say, man, you're surprised. I've seen
I thought
it.
I was the movie buff in our friendship, but I just...
No. Bad habits buff here.
It's weird,
No, I mean-
really. I'm learning a lot about myself, especially the more I go on, because you're giving
quarantine.
me an outside perspective. I I'm not saying I was a pothead in denial. I just didn't realize how much of a pothead I was, and I'm like, I guess I just smoked weed.
Here's how much of a pothead. Can you quote the movie How High?
How High?
With Redman and Method Man.
Oh shit! How High? Which one was that?
Redman and Method Man.
What was like
it was
basis
the only
of the
one.
Movie. Yeah, that's when. Oh,
take the test high. Get high scores. Right?
I remember
right.
that. Yeah. That was long. My favorite. It was High movie though is Half Baked. The beginning scene where he feeds the horse all the snacks.
This horse is a diabetic.
But popcorn, it goes.
Okay, so
in your mouth, girl. I love Fluffernutt Buttercup.
You ever suck dick for Coke?
Boo this man, yo.
Boo this man. But when he kills the horse with the snacks, and then there's the moment where the spotlight goes on the horse and he has a breakdown. That spotlight moment is what pot is. Like I was saying, I was so paranoid before when I did all the posts, and then I smoke weed, and then fucking I get paranoid and delete it. That's the same thing. It's the spotlight effect. Because I fixate on that. I'm like, oh no. It's
now,
like
if you're in a job environment or state that doesn't shine well on THC and the use therefore of, I recommend getting some Ready Clean or research what Tommy Chong has been doing.
Ready Clean.
Bad habits. To counteract bad habits. Get off me, bitch.
Is there a Good Habits Network somewhere? You think? Like in Canada
Bob
somewhere?
Ross.
No.
How come the Good Habits Network?
Sadly, that has been done.
Oh, for real?
Yes, we did it as an April Fool's joke
Oh.
and took it promptly down because
no.
it sounded like the Sweaty Balls bit from Saturday Night Live.
Oh God.
As well as this has actually been a threat that has been legitimately thrown across our
We'll
bow.
make a wholesome network. Rule number 1, care about the fifis.
Well, there is this group called Wholesome Bijnia, and it is worse than us.
I bet.
It is hashtag wholesome ruined me. And yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
These guys make me blush.
Yeah. Rough.
We have experienced the Good Habits Network. We've also been threatened by the Good Habits Network.
Was it like an association with you or just parallel? Like
it was not even happenstance. They hated us. it was just pure hatred from the get go. I'm like, I don't even know who you guys are.
It can't be like a Farm and Fleet Farm situation.
I
where
wish
you guys
it
can
was.
just exist in parallel.
Because here's the irony: the owner of Bad Habits Network also owns a distribution for Life Vantage.
Oh yeah.
I'm also into health and wellness. That's the ISSA bad habit of myself. Because anything can be a bad habit. Mm-hmm. You can put it down. You can pick it back up. Mm-hmm. I do things to counteract my own bad habits, like health and wellness.
Yeah. I'd say I'm really similar. I'm a combination, like almost like back to that Jekyll and Hyde thing, where it's like very hedonistic, where it's like obviously drink and smoke a lot, but then it's like fuck it, I'm running
nasty,
like 5
naughty
miles.
jungle of love.
But my favorite way to get rid of a hangover is to run it off. Like I wake up, smoke some weed, drink some coffee, go for a run, like hit the gym. Just like super like.
And with my supplements, I never have had a hangover since.
Oh, no shit, really?
Dalton had some of it.
So I will take that and I'll test it. Unbiased, because I get horrific hangovers.
3 years.
3 years.
As much as I've
without a hangover.
Really?
3 years without a hangover. As much as I drink.
I'm gonna have to get
and as
some
old
of
as
this
my
Axiom.
body
Oh,
is.
God. You might have made me a much worse alcoholic.
Or a better one.
Almost the thing. Could you imagine how fucked the world would be if no one got hangovers? You could just get as drunk as you wanted and just wake up perfectly fine.
I call that Nirvana.
Oh, so that's what Buddha was trying to reach.
Drunk under a tree for 27 days.
Oh, God.
Dude, yes, let's try it.
Just do it.
The problem is with us, we find the tree, get drunk, and then be like, I need Taco Bell.
Yeah, fuck it, we're going. We got some T-Bell before this.
Wait, no, hold on. We got Uber Eats, dude.
Yeah, I was going to say, Eat Street, my dude.
We don't got to move, man. We can be fat, dumb, and lazy.
Does that tree have an address?
You'll find us.
Between a couple trees, you'll get.
It's the tree with the keg in it. I like that one. Fuck off.
Let's just bask in it.
No shit. Baskin?
Baskin.
Really? Baskin?
Fucking Carol Baskin.
I had a mouthful of chicken nugget.
A chicken nugget.
I'm making some Foley work right now.
You mean McNugget?
McNugget, whatever.
Oh, boom! I got
Cheeky
one.
nuggies.
I got one.
Okay, how much does that phrase drive you nuts?
Oh, fucking
Point
I
it- point that in his direction because
the baby
I-
Yoda memes.
Oh, just I hate chicken nuggies, dude.
Cheeky nuggies.
A girl I really wanted to fuck said it, and I really didn't want to fuck her. That's that's how.
Oh, you have
That's-
you hate
it's-
baby girls too.
I hate.
Okay, yeah.
I hate it when adults do baby talk.
Yes!
Like tendies, chicken nuggies, a sandwich, just that goo goo gaga shit. I don't know why. It's just nails on a chalkboard for me. I can't explain it.
Oh,
It just
dude,
makes
that-
me
that
so
Why
makes-
waste
mad.
time say lot word when few word do
Few
trick?
word work well. Few word work well, but you're not a fucking baby goo goo
Okay,
gaga.
Pluto. You're the Pluto of Janesville now. You know that.
Like the dog Pluto? Or
No,
like the
Blue
planet?
BL.
Oh, Pluto.
Oh, you haven't seen
Wait.
that movie either.
Oh,
Yeah, who's
no.
Pluto?
I'll
Pluto
educate-
Nash?
No. I'll educate. It's
It's
John-
a planet that's
it's
not a planet
Belushi.
anymore.
One
Oh,
of the
John
gra-
Belushi.
It's
Oh.
one of the greatest comics alive. He
Yeah,
wore
I-
the college shirt that was misspelled.
Wait, his character in Animal House?
Pluto.
Oh, okay. I didn't know his name. Yeah, I've seen Animal House.
Okay.
Yeah.
That and the cha-cha slide.
Yes.
Cha-cha slide.
That is a Karen fucking
Christ,
mating
dude.
music.
I refuse. I refuse to do it. I don't want a
It's
song
so
to tell me how to
fucking annoying.
fucking dance. I went to a wedding and the entire wedding party did it, and it was the most
Bitch, I lived
painful
in
thing to
Missouri. I
watch.
had to learn how to fucking line dance and two-step.
Fucking
You want to tell me how to cha-cha? Fuck off.
crisscross. Everybody freeze.
Everybody clap your hands. And then all the white bitches just started clapping their hands
Oh my
right now,
God,
I
they
guarantee
all got
it.
it. They all got it.
Yeah, no, it's
All
just
the Karens that are listening right now, you just clapped hands or started thinking about it.
it's muscle memory.
I moved here from. Yeah.
He moved here from Al Qaeda, Mexico. I mean,
Might as well have gone to Al Qaeda, Mexico when I moved here. Fucking
not a
Two
legit
things.
place, folks. Not
Two
a
things,
legit
not
place.
you don't want to get flagged again. Just,
We've
But,
already been flagged.
Yeah, and it got removed.
the two things that stuck out of Wisconsin compared to California here was your fucking
ISIS.
lawn games, or three. I'm gonna add three: lawn games, bowling, and fucking cha-cha slide.
You
Those
got shit
three
to say
things.
about
I was
hillbilly
going to say,
golf?
what about Macarena? Because the dance
Macarena.
originated
Hey,
in Wisconsin.
Macarena.
Dun, dun,
I don't
dun,
mind
dun,
that.
dun,
Well,
dun,
that's
dun,
not like
dun,
they
dun.
weren't playing Macarena all the time. They don't play the Macarena at the bar.
fuck they weren't!
I haven't been at a fucking
Yeah, they don't
bar
play the Macarena
I haven't
anymore.
played
Anymore, thank God.
at a fucking bar where people are doing coke and gonna fuck people they really don't want to fuck, and they
Wait,
play the
wait, hold on.
goddamn
Where is this?
slush up bar.
What bar is this?
They fucking played it at like fucking Whiskey Ranch before.
Oh,
The
okay,
glass-
so-
Whiskey Ranch.
Dumb fucking places. I don't know. I've
was
seen it at
quotes.
weddings. Every wedding DJ has that fucking cha-cha slide song. Again, it pulls people together.
Dude,
Whatever.
fucking like once a year, my brothers and I will go up to the Dells and we'll hit up Bobbers. And for like the first, I've had many a good night at Bobbers. I have to talk about that shit.
We'll compare notes. When I was a trucker.
I went there before they changed to Bobbers when it was just Marley's. But yeah, before the whole shit with
Ooh,
Bob
boy.
Marley's son happened. But what the fuck is it? Like it's from like 5 to like 8 p.m. They'll do nothing but like 90s nostalgia music, and the cha-cha slide is played all the fucking time. And
Or Dip Trip Flip Fantasia, Fantastic Voyage.
trying to think, no,
They-
I'd know it if
they-
I heard it.
I can't remember the goddamn name of the song too, but they'd play Coolio too, and I fucking hated Coolio.
Ooh, but they play that Backstreet Boys. I'm all about that.
Fuck
shit.
you! Ooh, triggered.
Dude, that, as
Triggered.
a bar where as a bartender where you got to play DJ sometimes because you control the music. There's nothing that gets white girls more fucking janked than the Backstreet Boys.
And I fucking
Dude,
hate
nothing.
it.
Fucking,
They get
I Want It That
them-
Way as my go-to karaoke song.
Tell
I will
me
get
why.
girls. I will get girls fucking singing that shit along
Yeah,
with me.
The dudes who really want to get it laid will ironically sing it with them.
Here's one that you would not think works in Wisconsin. Toby Keith, Who's Your Daddy?
How's that one go?
I'm not a country boy.
I'm not either.
boys.
I lived in Missouri.
Who's your daddy? How's it go?
I don't
your
want to do
daddy?
it. I don't
What?
want to do
Do
it
it, do it.
because she'll start fucking going, oh shit.
Oh, just-
And she'll run down here. She will run down here and go, which bitch do I have to fend off you now?
Those stairs will turn into a slip and slide.
Those stairs, no, she won't even touch them.
Oh, okay.
She'll just fucking, well, first step, down. Where's the fucking bitches? I will beat your ass. Get away from my man.
What are they? Another one that never fails, Mr. Brightside by
Okay.
the Killers.
Oh,
That
yeah.
one.
Okay.
Every time.
Shit, 9 Inch Nails.
9 Inch Nails.
Closer.
Closer. Oh, is that the one where I want to?
I wanna fuck you like an animal.
Yep. That one works really well.
In Wisconsin.
Oh yeah. Sweet Caroline.
Oh, I hate that one. That is overdone big time.
Yeah. But so
This is,
I was
this
late
is
to the
things-
party. I
this
enjoy
is
it 'cause I was
honestly
late.
why I'm happy sometimes that the bars aren't open. Because you can tell which one played it because he'll be drinking and then Sweet Caroline puts down his drink. Ba, ba, ba.
I love it. I was late to the Caroline party, so I was like, it was like the Harambe meme. I was
Journey, Don't Stop Believing.
Yep.
It's Wisconsin. He got J-Mac got it.
Or
I'm more of a separate ways, worlds apart kind
I
of
was
guy.
gonna say
Really?
that separate
Yeah.
ways. That's a niche one. You whip that one out, people would be like, "Oh, you know this,
Dude,
song."
Andrew and I had a heart to heart because I put fucking Journey on the playlist
Nice.
while we were driving around up in Hurley, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And I put on Separate Ways, Worlds Apart.
Okay.
And he and I just fucking went back and forth screaming that song. And we'd stop every so often. That
You wanna see a good one to play?
Break. What's up?
Panic at the Disco.
Which one?
I chimed in. Haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn
Sins, tragedies.
Yes.
Something sins and tragedies.
If you
I write
watch,
sins, not tragedies.
if you watch the crowd when that comes on,
Yep.
it is one of the
Lose their fucking
weirdest crowd pleasers.
Well, and I
Because-
think the lead singer of Panic, he actually hates that song
Yes,
because
he
of
does.
how often he has to play it.
Dude, he does. There's a
Yeah.
mashup compilation clip of him just like reaching, just like so miserable playing that song.
Yeah, like he'll put the microphone out into the crowd
Yep.
so that they sing it.
It is the I spin you right round, baby, right round of the fucking early 2000s.
One of
I
the
was
saddest
ironically
things
just listening to that while I was cooking dinner tonight. I was like, you know what song I haven't heard in a bit? I put that on.
one of
I
the
like the heavy
saddest
metal
performances-
version of that song, by the way.
That's the
Which
one that I
song?
listened to.
Oh, by Dope?
Dope.
Nice.
Which song?
You spin me right round,
Oh, right.
parenthetical
round.
like a record.
Oh, yeah. That's a good
Oh,
song.
parenthetical.
Thank
You are a grammarian.
Very good.
How do you live with this?
We
I chimed in.
fucking
Haven't your people ever heard of
Lot of
using a
drink-
goddamn semicolon?
He and I
you
tried-
wonder why I drink so much.
he and I tried living together for a year and it
yes.
didn't work.
Yes.
No,
this-
we did. It just didn't work out.
That's literally
We
exactly what I
We
just
did.
said. And
You
he
said try.
He
no.
was-
It wasn't
No,
an
no,
attempt.
he
It
was-
wasn't an
he was
attempt.
listening.
We did
Oh,
look
he
at
was
it. I'm
listening.
an active listener.
Okay.
He's an active listener.
Okay.
He's just not an active
I
repeater.
take my W's where I can take.
He and I literally argue like a married couple.
We do.
Yeah.
Or we don't.
That's because you're a Pisces and I'm a Cancer. We
And
just
he's
have like
into
a perfect
sports and
match.
you're
You
not.
are Cancer.
Oh.
I've made that joke many a time. You can't take credit for that one.
So did your parents.
Have you?
I have. I made that joke last
Your
night.
parents made that
you?
joke 87?
How old am I, Gary?
I don't fucking care.
He doesn't. Yeah.
1994. I'm the youngest person in
Oh,
this
you
room.
are 94. Okay.
When were you
Your
born?
parents made that joke in
4th of
1994.
July.
Richard, you're 26
I
and I'm
forgot
still
how
25.
age works. I was about to be like, bitch, I was born in February, and then
Bitch, I was
I never
born in
claimed-
Capricorn.
I never claimed to be a smart man.
Couldn't
I
make
know
it as
I'm
a
not.
wise man.
I know I'm not a smart man, Jenny, but I know what love is.
Yeah, that's my opening line usually.
How's that been helping you
I
so
thought
far?
it was hi, I'm Richard.
Pretty good. Hi, I'm Charizard. I'm Charizard. What's
Check
up?
me out on
Check
Instagram.
me out on Instagram. Check out Stu.
I still feel blissfully bad about that. Saying Richarizarded.
Oh no, I've already. That's one of my usernames because if Richarizard's taken, I go to Richarizarded. That's my go-to. I think that's my Instagram one, Richarizarded, or my Snapchat. It's one of those. My Instagram or my Snapchat.
I think your
Richarizarded.
Snapchat is like Richie something. But yeah, no, your Instagram is Richarizarded.
Yeah,
Richarizarded.
Richarizarded.
I still feel bad for making that joke, though.
He made the joke first.
I know he did.
He feels bad. It's okay. It's okay.
I have the
I
feels.
accept it. No fifis. No fifis on the Bad Donut Network.
On the Bad Donut.
The Bad Donut Network.
Wow, way to take the turtle out of that whole situation so that I get all of the implication. He's got that shit-eating grin on his face like, yeah, you got my plan, fucking sweet. This is like the ending of Unbreakable where Bruce Willis finally learns about Mr. Glass and like his plan was just figured out and you're just sitting there like, yeah, you son of a bitch, I'm the big
Who's more
mastermind.
nerdy?
I'm the master. Probably. God, there's so
Well, like,
we never
I
settled
didn't,
it.
I didn't
We
get
need
to
settle
go
this.
too deep into how I'm a nerd. So basically, like like Gary, I will delve into all these different topics, but I'm kind of like a savant where like I'll learn certain things about a specific topic, but I won't delve much deeper into it. Mm-hmm. That's why, the whole thing with The Witcher, by the way, I just realized that I didn't even expand on my whole theory, but it's fine. Like I'll delve into a topic, but I won't learn everything about it. And so if I meet someone who's also into that topic, I can't go too deep into that topic. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like I have to find that right niche thing where I know enough about it to really have a heart-to-heart on that subject.
I have to disagree with you there in that you have to do that. And I would say from a personal perspective like me, like as a bartender, you have to kind of look at yourself as a conversationalist to like get a conversation going, like even if you don't know much about it. So my example would be sports, right? I don't know shit about sports. I don't care about sports. Like I'll be like, my favorite thing about last season was the guy with the helmet who took the other guy's helmet off and hit him with it.
Oh, and so then he was trying to put it back on.
And then he was just trying to gently, and then he got pushed down by and then the cat that ran across the stage. Which was fucking. We were at an open mic, right?
Wait, I love how you just called a football field a stage.
Okay, supporting my point. Supporting my point.
I love sports ball and/or puck.
What hero did you pick?
Well, and like I'll blatantly.
My favorite hero is Brett Favre.
Well, like I'll blatantly
triggered
say
half
like
of Wisconsin right there.
Oh my bad, it was a touchy subject.
I'll blatantly say like a mismatched fact about a sport just to piss off sports fans. Like
lacrosse and hockey.
This I'm gonna have to hold the height. Is my mic still plugged in?
Yeah, it's still plugged in. Right. It's just a cord.
Technical malfunction. I'll just say I'll say a dumb fact about a sport, but like it'll be the wrong sport. Like
you'll call it a touchdown instead of a goal?
Exactly.
Okay.
I had this old coworker who would like talk to me about football, and he was like, talking about the Bears or some shit, and I would be like, "Oh man, I don't watch baseball." He looks at me. He looks at me like I'm the biggest. He looks at me like I'm the biggest fucking idiot he has ever seen, and he does the slow down talk, and he just makes a motion of throwing a football.
This is
you should have been like, no, you're supposed to do it like this.
Talking about,
or I would have held up like a catcher's mitt.
Yeah.
I don't watch baseball. The Bears play football.
See, that's where it's like I always, especially growing up, I'm like, football fans are just as fucking nerdy as me. You just like something else. You just like something everyone else likes.
That's exactly
my other favorite. My other favorite. These assholes who play fantasy football.
Yeah,
and they still hate on nerds.
Yeah,
it's like, wait, what?
You fucking Dungeons and Dragons pieces of shit.
You're just
it's
gatekeeping.
Like what?
Yeah,
I was gonna say you're just fucking DMing a fucking league of goddamn fake ass football based on real fucking stats. You mook. Roll a fucking 20 and see what happens.
Exactly.
How much XP did you get from the last game?
Yeah, how many points did that fucking one player get who's not on your fucking legitimate canonical team?
Now, if you look at a comic, right? Comics are mentally unhealthy people who found a venture, an
mentally
avenue,
unhealthy.
An avenue to express there. And part of the internal resentment of being a nerd and criticize, I'm able to make fun of football on stage. And that's one of my favorite trigger things, depending on where you're at. It's literally just like make fun of whatever sport, and people are like, fucking goddamn, how dare you say that about my football team? Like,
well, and then
for
like
some reason, Wisconsin is a hockey state too.
Really?
Yeah, it's very hockey.
Make fun of hockey and or lacrosse.
Jets is like a professional team. There's people from Russia who come here to play on the Jets.
Yes,
like,
this is true.
They're actually pretty reputable. Like,
go up to Green Bay.
Is the Jets a Wisconsin band?
Yeah. Jets are a hockey team in Janesville. Know your audience.
Hockey.
What is this thing?
I'm gonna piss off some people. I didn't know that Janesville had a hockey team.
That's fine.
I was confused. I was like, no, New York Jets, that's football.
Jet, like the thing in a jacuzzi?
No, like the thing that actually Rock County is.
Jet, that band that
Jenny
wrote.
and the Jets.
No, an airport.
Are You Gonna Be My Girl?
I love that song too.
Yeah,
I love that
exactly
song.
What it is.
As well as the one with the white stripes with the one drumstick. That was
song?
a good song.
Which song?
Yes. Oh, band
no, that's
nerds.
a different band.
Is it?
That
Def
was
Leppard joke.
No, that was a bit of a roundabout that I tried to do there.
I liked it.
Yes, roundabout.
Hate roundabouts, but hey,
I hate roundabouts so much.
Roundabout. Can we take a second to say
Roundabout
fuck
is a good song.
roundabouts?
yes, agreed.
Oh my fucking god! The
Journey, don't
part
stop
of why
believing.
I'm glad, and this is an announcement. I'm unemployed right now.
What?
Yeah. Well, I've had to.
What?
I've
Last
had to,
week you had to work from your house.
I've had to take a step back. Working from home has just been, really depressing. And like I've been looking at all of my friends,
Being essential.
doing this. Well, like doing the creative shit that they've been wanting to do for so long. And like Richard
I'm
was
just catching
starting
up on house chores. Fuck off.
But like I was getting really depressed doing the same mundane thing every day. And like it sucks because I was working for a great company, but at the same time, like I was miserable doing the same thing every day.
Okay.
And
you're young, you're not supporting anybody but yourself, so yeah, I get it.
I had to take a step back, and yeah, I'm unemployed right now.
So guys, if you're looking to employ a fucking hapless loser,
no, I'm on the up and up. I'm feeling a whole
messing
lot
with you,
better.
dude.
I don't remember where the fuck I was going with this.
You're telling people that you quit your job because it was legitimately soul sucking you from your home.
Yeah.
Whereas I go to the place that
How
soul
did this
sucks.
relate to the rest of the conversation?
I have no
I've been
fucking
drinking
clue.
so goddamn much.
Really?
No.
It's
I'm
just
just
a good
forgetful.
excuse.
All right. Well, we're at 2 hours.
Are we really?
Yes.
Are we?
No fucking way.
Yes, fucking way.
Man,
This
I've
flew
been
by.
enjoying this.
Yeah. So we're gonna hit a bonus episode here, folks. I will do my damnedest to release it later in the week for you guys.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Turtle
Betty
Donut
White.
Takeover. Betty White Wellness Watch. Hang on.
Oh, I missed the speech.
not ready for this. I'm not ready.
Would you like me to do it?
Fuck off, Henry. This is my show. Betty White Wellness Watch. Welcome to Betty White Wellness Watch, the show within a show where we take a break from all the goofs and laughs and check in on the well-being of America's golden girl. She's fine.
I love that.
She's fine, guys.
I do love that. I do really, really love that.
Yeah, hey, let's do some plugs, guys. Let's go around the room. Richard, where can people find you?
Richard
The
started
unemployment
on.
line. Sorry.
Oh boy. Oh jeez.
Oh, jeez. You can find them in South Beloit.
jeez.
It's a little dispensary they got there.
You can find me in Whiskey Ranch giving away Fig Newtons to people. That's the first place.
I'm
can find
so
me.
buying you the fucking robe that Thor worn.
He'll be the guy who grew his own mask on his face.
Oh,
man. Fucking-
Al Qaeda.
Does that man bun reach the front of
Oh,
your
I do
face
have
when you
one.
untie that?
Do it?
Yeah, you do have a man bun.
Dude, sometimes my hair goes
You
in
got a
my,
douche
my
knob?
eyes, in my. It's yeah, I guess so.
Wow.
You like it?
No.
Oh,
I'm bald. I hate hair.
fuck you! And the
You look
things
like
I
the
don't-
bad guy in a 2020 action hacker film.
I was going to say,
Thank
he looks
you.
like a bad guy from an fucking terrorist movie. The
I
O
wasn't gonna
Network.
go
The
there.
O Network. I don't know.
You guys.
What
look
is
like,
it called now? The O Network? Lifetime. There it is.
Dalton, you look like a picnic table. He's wearing plaid. He uses that joke all the time. Anyway, you can reach me at Richard Garcia on Facebook or Richarzarded on Instagram.
Those others.
And I forgot my Snapchat. You can also reach me on a Stew of the Tomato Plant on Facebook.
What about your TikTok?
Oh, fuck TikTok. Jesus Christ. God damn it.
The quarantine didn't get to him yet, folks.
Not yet. Not
D-Man.
quite yet. Old people already ruined that.
Fucking pedophiles ruined that.
Already ruined Facebook.
Gary, where can people find you?
Bad Habits Network.
Bad Habits Network. Fuck
Shots
yeah.
from the balcony. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for letting us take over your show. You can find me
Dude,
at,
this Monday Night COVID is yours. You created Monday Night COVID. You were the fucking... No.
You're ground zero.
You are ground zero for
Patient
Monday Night
zero.
COVID.
All right.
Listen to episode 1. That was definitely your fucking idea. I accidentally did some bullshit where behind the scenes we'll talk about it in the recorded episode.
Okay. Yeah, well, all the same, I'm glad that we finally done the Turtle Donut Takeover. Turtle Donut Comedy on Facebook and Instagram. Betty White Wellness Watch, Facebook and Instagram.
Hashtag DJP.
Hashtag DJP. Hashtag Watch Betty. Let me see here. What else? Don't delve too deep into it. Or do, if that's your thing. Bad habits.
Network.
Let me see here. My Snapchat, half-eaten donut. Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah.
Turtle Donut Comedy on YouTube and...
Yeah, Turtle Donut Comedy on YouTube. If you want to see my old Grand Theft Auto videos and some of my old...
little bit of Let's
old open
Plays.
mics. Not even Let's Plays. They were like really bad compilations of just like trick shots that I would do in the game set to music that would get anybody demonetized. So many of those videos were taken down. But yeah. Gary, do we have any more fucks to give?
I got one more. Can I say one more shout out? One more.
go ahead.
Oh my fucking
Okay.
god! I just did the send
Oh my God! Who the
I
hell
just thought of it.
cares?
Oh my
Everything-
god!
If you're still listening, whatever, everything's going to be opening up soon in the next couple weeks. Get some money, set it aside. Go to local businesses, small things that are just opening up. Even if the money is some businesses, you're going to go there and you can splurge your whole paycheck, and they're still going to shut down no matter what. But it's almost that's the cruel reality, but it's the sentimental value. Go out there, go to the farmers market, go to the local restaurants, little
Beware
hobby
of
shops.
anonymous.
Yeah, beware of anonymous.
Remember the 5th of November.
Oh, dude, there's something coming with them too. So, hey guys, do you got any more fucks to give? As Dalton once said.
I've no more fucks to give. My fucks have runneth dry. I've tried to go fuck shopping, but there's no fucks left to buy. I've no more fucks to give, though more fucks I've tried to get. I'm over my fuck budget and I'm now in fucking debt.